What's up, world? It's your girl, Tamika Georgia Me Harper. Whenever I'm on Clubhouse, I'm looking for Iron Sharpens Iron with my man, Poetic Black and Written in Pain.
As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another.
Or the story. I thought the story, I thought it was a good story. I just felt like it was parts of the story that lagged a little bit for me.
Your cadence, man, it captivated me.
Me, it's just the sincerity in the piece. You know, I could feel that, and the emotion is always going to win me over when I can feel that it's real. So
it was one of those pieces that, you know, where you're waking people up, you know what I'm saying, bringing awareness. It was an awareness poem, and I really dug it, and I really dug the message behind it.
Thank y'all very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the space.
Are you ready to enter the dojo? Here, iron, Sharpeth, iron.
My pen bleeds for this, hemorrhaging with ink that bubbles with heat like lava, that burn these pages and singes bones with metaphors down to the very marrow, till it lies in your subconscious, so that when you do spit, your saliva hold remnants of my sentiment. I'm like an amazing muse. Don't confuse this with just mere words spoken, because I take this spoken word serious, and I treat this gift with the delicacy it deserves. That's why my hand trembles when I write these words, for fear that I may resurrect new civilizations with my sentence structure, that I may resurrect the dead minds in these living shells that sell their morale for monetary gain. My pen bleeds for them, and my poem speaks for them. Those whose voices are silenced due to the plague of complacency. Those who are content in their straight ways because society has convinced them that their worth lies on ball courts and stages. But my pages free them with the freedom to aspire to higher heights. This is why I write, to uncover the plights and schemes of these crooked politicians and their constituents who fiend to see us fail, whose ardent desire is to see us behind bars and cells. Whether it's attic or the back of project stairwells, they want us confined. I slam for them. So fuck the judges, audience, and applause. And I'm appalled that these rappers hold the biggest platforms, but they perform for Platinum, Gucci, and Audemars. That they're injecting these vain looks and these empty hooks in our youth, 16 bars at a time. They got them in skinny jeans, fucked up in a junkie lean from 14 to 40. And they don't know whether they're going or coming. And they're dumbing down these verses that got our babies running down these hearses, dying to get in, dying to fit in like fat feet and stilettos, and they go aping bananas over Ye J and Wheezy, believing these rap stars who push hot cars hold the keys to success, and they invest countless hours of the day trying to mimic what they do, wear, and say. But little they know, I got the antidote to this disease that got our youth in dis-ease about who they are. Their identity is a mystery, confused and conflicted with who's the hottest MC spitting in the game right now. But don't compare them to me, because if they're spit, I'm phlegm, thick and rich with this gift of wordplay. I'm Mr. Smith of these words. Say, that's a wordsmith for those who can't catch the theme. I eat, breathe, and dream poetry. I scratch, itch, and fiend poetry. My prose go way beyond Pro Tools and booths. I spit this shit on crack corner, curbs, and stoops. It's just the truth.
seen the hanging tree? A tree where life or death literally hang in the balance. You see, niggas don't grow on these trees, they hang from them. As if they're hanging out to dry, but they're hanging out to die. And you bet not get caught hanging round here, nigga, or you'll get caught hanging round here, nigga. Because the lynch mobs are thirsty and they're dying to get drunk, intoxicated off the toxic hatred of the life so sacred. And when they wake, they won't feel any hangover. Just you at your wake, hung over, decorated in necklaces / nooses. And the only gift you were ever given was enough rope to hang yourself. They'll leave you half dead, hanging on for dear life, like a hunter in a tree, hanging on for dear life, hanging on by a thread, dead body surfing on an ocean of wind, riding on that wood. Yeah, they're hanging 10, shackled and handcuffed. Yeah, you hang tough and don't you dare cry. Give your kids something to look up to as they look up to. Show them the ropes. Teach them how to make that expression on their face while your wife gets raped as your life escapes. Teach them how to make that expression on their face as your wife gets raped as your life escapes. Yeah, son, look at your father hanging from the highest branch. Tell him I was well hung, much to his chagrin. Pitchforks digging into his pitch black skin. His estranged truth gave proof to the red blood and phlegm dripping from this strange fruit. So hang in there, friend. The death angel is calling, and don't you dare hang up on him. Just hang up your dreams of freedom, because only death can free him. Keep calling on God and never give up hope, even if you're at the end of your rope. Peace.
Welcome everybody to Iron Sharpeth Iron. I'm your host, Poetic Black, and today we have a special co-host in the building, none other than the Grand Griot himself, Brother Habib. What's going on, bro?
Yo, man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, man.
Oh,
First
man.
of all, salute to that poem, man. That joint was fire.
Thank you, my
That
brother.
joint was fire. Salute to you, gang.
I appreciate you, man. That joint you spit, man. You could tell him I was well hung. I love the flip on that. That joint was crazy, man. That joint was an onion. That was an onion. That was just layers and layers. But yo, man, we here, man. This is definitely my favorite part of the week. How was your week, Brother Habib? What was going on with your week, man?
Man, God got me busy, man. He keep me busy, grinding, man. So I'm staying out of trouble working, you know. So I'm thankful.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, the work got me down too, man. I'm doing a whole bunch of digital work, man. I'll be in the background doing a lot of stuff, man, recording stuff, trying to get stuff prepared. But it's a grind, man. It's beautiful, man, when we getting shit done. But yeah, man, I seen in the news this week. Oh, before I get into that, if you guys want to spit, type Iron in the chat and we'll definitely get you up on the stage. All right. It's big controversy in the news this week, man. I don't know if you got wind of it, but it's big controversy in the news with Keke Palmer. Have you seen it? Did you see it? I mean, it's really causing a lot of turmoil on social media. Was Keke Palmer, was she underdressed? Should she be representing herself as a mom in quotation marks, and showing her body at the Usher concert, getting serenaded by Usher? Her husband took to social media and he didn't like it. He had some things to say about it, man. But I don't know if you caught wind of that, man. But that's been all in the news, all over the place. Everywhere I look, they've been talking about her outfit, man. Did you see the outfit?
Yeah, that thing was I saw what Usher was serenading her.
Word, yo.
Exactly.
Did you see his face though? Usher's face, they had a still shot of his face, like damn.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For Keke's husband, her significant other, in his defense, man, like Come on, man. Like,
Yeah, you know what it is, man. It's kind of tough when you in this when your wife is in this, Hollywood, entertainment world, and this is like they got different set of rules. Now, my wife did that. I'll be packing up her bag, get a one-way train to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? She'd be out the door. But in his scenario, his wife is in the entertainment business. That's what she do. So I think it's kind of he signed up for it.
Yeah, I kind of get that too, man. Like in that type of relationship, you it's to be expected, for you to be in the limelight. Everything is supposed to be heightened. You're a celebrity, the fame, paparazzi following you around and things of that nature. But just off GP principle, man, I don't know, man. That he did sign up for it, but that is his wife. I could see him having that type of jealousy or being offended. You know what I'm saying? She blushing and going all crazy for Usher. You know what I'm saying?
She was acting a fool.
You see the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie Kane started singing it and Homeboy had his arm around Shorty, and you know what I'm saying? And she starts squirming in the chair. And,
oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
If she would have, they do in the movie, they throw the panties on stage. If she would have threw the panties on stage, it would have been a super problem because it was a sheer dress, and that's all she had on.
Yeah, that was sheer, man. You seen it all, man. You seen it all. So I don't know, man. It's been a lot of controversy. I got a lot of, phone calls and texts like, yo, what do you think about that? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of see his point, but, then again.
No, I dig it. I think it's just tough because she going to be in a movie in a month, probably tongue kissing some guy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's tough.
It's a bittersweet. You got to take it all, man. That's your wife, man. Hold it down, man. Hold it down no matter what. But that dress was crazy. You seen it in Usher's face, man. It's like, yo, damn. It's like he was about to sneak a kiss. That's what it looked like. He was about to sneak a kiss.
I swear to you, I thought he was going in for it.
I thought he was going to go in for the kiss. I was like, yo, whoa, he violated. But then he caught himself like, nah, backstage, we get all that. But damn, man. But all right, man, we ready for some poetry, man. I think the mic is warmed up. You guys know, type iron in the chat if you wanna spit. Who we got first on the mic, brother Habib?
First on the mic we have Elizabeth Carpenter.
Oh, let's bring Lizzie up to the stage. What it do?
Hang on, I was about to say, did we finally replace pain? Oh, that was a little full-blooded. Let's see, that would have been great. Then cold. We gotta time this better.
Nah, we got Flash in the building. You know what I'm saying? Flash and Ebony Sparks. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building. I know Payne over there, he's sick somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He said, look at Flash, man. You're trying to take my spot, Flash.
My solo album will be coming out next week.
It's lonely at the top.
It's lonely at the
top. Lizzie, what's good, Queen? How you doing, man? What you got for us today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We good, man. We good. What you got? I'm interested. My ears is perked up. My poetry senses is up. Let's get it.
All right, I have a piece. It's called Fault Lines.
Fault Lines. I like the title.
I know I was looking for too much in you. A shifting landscape, a topography of want groped for your hand in the trembling dark, measured your love like a Richter scale. Each vibration, each tremble, each jolt, a testament to the power of our seismic hearts before I hunted for solace in the crater of your laughter, looked for signs of life in the valley of your silence and things not spoken yet. I love you with the desperation of a traveling nomad in the Death Valley desert, begging for an oasis in the drought of our shattering misunderstandings, my delusional misconceptions. But love, let's recalibrate. Let's uncover the San Andreas fault line, not to predict the shakes and tremors, but to understand our tectonic plates, to translate the language of our love, the dialect of our desires before we cause a volcano to erupt, to make sense of the trembles, the roars, the magma rises, then simmers in your silence. Do you understand my love language? Because your love language is elusive, an enigma, like an aftershock that hits hours after the initial hit of an earthquake, felt but not seen, like soft whispers against the roar shaking my building. And I don't have earthquake insurance. Funny, you would think, since I live in California, while my love is loud. It's catastrophic, even. Every bit shattering, the epic center, a big sign that says, pay attention to me, but let me give you all the attention you never wanted, reverberates with the power of 1,000 hearts ready to break, saying, let's get ready to rumble. So let's uncover the truth of our love. The bedrock beneath the rubble, not measuring the force of the trembles, but by understanding that our strain, let's just not predict our earthquakes, but let's understand the movement of our tectonic plates. Let's embrace our shifts, the roars and sighs, and even the pain. These is not about measuring the capacity of our love, but understanding our landscape. I'm on a passion path. I'm on the mountain we've moved, to chasms we've crossed, and the faulty lines that we are the subtle path carved despite the strain I gave to your sensitive heart. To shake down your walls you have built. So, darling, here's to us, the earth shakers, the love makers. May we embrace our tremors and the whispers of our heartquake. May we communicate clearly and love fiercely and continue to shape this world for us and for love's sake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Wow. Absolutely just phenomenal. I love the intensity of this poem. I love the urgency of this poem. The similitude that you use with the earthquake was fire. The similes with the magma and the rising of the lava, it's being settled, you know what I'm saying, equating that to, your anger, your silence, or, it was very descriptive, very lucid. I really dug the earthquake, to denote the turmoil, the rockiness of it, the unstable. This love is unstable. This love is crazy. This love is sincere. This love is authentic. It was one line that you said. I was trying to catch the whole line. You said something to the effect of searching for solace in the crater of what?
Your laughter.
In the crater of your laughter. Searching for solace in the crater of your laughter. I thought that was just beautiful. Beautiful. It's so descriptive, to the point where you notice me. This is how I'm taking it. Like, you noticing a person to the point, where you're finding these novelties in subtle things. The solace in the crater of your laughter. I just thought that was phenomenal, man. Great job, Elizabeth. I love the way you delivered this poem. It had the intensity that the poem was trying to denote, that sentiment. I thought it was right on point. Great job. Brother Habib, what you thought about it?
Man, right out the gate, she hit you with topography. And it's like, you can use so many words to describe the landscape or, the features of the earth. But to use topography was like, I love words. And this is a dope word. And then she just kept layering it on with, the beautifulness, the descriptiveness. And man, bro, Liz, I'm really impressed by you. A lot of times I hear poems and I listen and I'm like, oh, I would have said this. I would have said this. I couldn't think of nothing I would have said, Elizabeth. That was dope, man. Salute to you and your pen, man. That was amazing.
I'm coming for your job next, Habib.
You got it. You already got it. Cold blooded.
Thank you guys.
All right, most definite, most definite. Oh man, that's the way to set it off. I like it when it gets set off like that. You know, right out the gate, lucid imagery. You know, we going there. Ah man, all right. Who we got next on the mic, brother Habib?
Next on the mic, we have brother Pyro. Pyro's in the
Oh
building.
man, I ain't hear my brother in a minute, man. Bring Pyro on up to the stage. King Pyro.
What's happening?
What's good? The hardest working man in spoken word, man. Let it be known, man. This brother right here be working, man. This is the James Brown of poetry right here, man. Let these people know how many books you got out, man. Like they don't know, man.
It's about to be 15. I'm dropping my 15th project called Mr. Mayhem and the Prolific Dreamers on August 18, 2023. So,
Wow,
yeah,
man.
15.
Yeah,
Salute,
man. Yeah, y'all get in touch with this brother Pyro, man. This brother be doing a lot of stuff, a lot of outreach for the community, helping a lot of people, man. The spoken word is definitely on point. What you got for the people today, my brother?
I got something new. I'm not usually on these clubhouse streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I had a mini stroke back on May 30th, 2023 during a battle.
Wow.
And I didn't care that I had a transient ischemic attack, aka mini stroke. I was mad that I lost by 0.1. So that's why.
Wow,
But yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
good.
even know that. You good now, bro?
Yeah, listen, I kept it low, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm here and yeah, let's get into it. And by the way, shout out to Marielle. He had waffles and his wings are wet. So all right. I got something new for y'all. It's called Depth Over Distance.
Death over distance. Wow, love the title.
My chest was greeted gently with your head laying against it. The sweet aroma of waffles came from the kitchen. I was serenaded by the barking of your terrier as I made my way into the dining room. The sun rose while you lay so eloquently and peaceful. Words in my mind started to birth a new poem, and I can feel you making your way out of bed into the living room, ready to not only start work, but to ask me how did I sleep and to salute me with a deep and long kiss. The fragrance of Japanese cherry blossom had my nose infatuated with your scent. While Hold Me Close came on, you started to sing with such precision. Baby, we could have worshiped together all night and all day. When I looked at you, I seen God face to face and didn't die, but fell awestruck on my knees because I never knew perfection existed until we connected. Kissing you was the moment I started to live. We were locked in and in sync. Our spirits were in tune. And when we decided to be intimate, we weren't ashamed. We concealed time and love was made while we made love. I didn't mind drowning in your oceans because our relationship was beyond surface level. Nothing was shallow or superficial. It didn't lack character or understanding. Despite a few mistakes, beauty was made in our hearts. The first time we actually spent time together was after church. I didn't expect our clothes to come off after going before God in worship, but I didn't care. I was craving you and you were craving me. You took my hand, your kiss sent joy in my body, and I looked at you. This magnificent creative, this sublime woman, this queen whose love for God is deeper than the rivers and higher than the mountains, was the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. It's unfortunate how that dream transmuted into a mirage. You stopped writing with me when I still wanted to collaborate. You stopped pouring into me but was encouraging others. Instead, you took your knife, stabbed me in the back, looked back at me with your head held high, convincing everyone you're taking accountability for the pain you've caused but find it uncomfortable when I'm at the spaces we've attended together. I knew that you didn't love me. You were attaching yourself with the idea of loving me. I went from being your future husband to an enemy. I did nothing but write you letters describing how much you still mean the world to me. I constantly begged and pleaded in an attempt to make you reconsider, to make you see that we belong together. We were the right people at the right time. Even though we both had our share of wrongs, our romance was authentic and strong. If this were to be considered a slander for voicing how healing has been rough, then say lie to it and praise God to us. It didn't matter whether I had titles or not. The only job I wanted was to be your man. All I needed was for you to not give up on me, to not give up on what we had, to think about the death when remember the distance. Even when we were separated by 49.7 miles, we had a love that was worth saving and a grace that would have kept us together. I don't want you to change your mind or to think that I want to rekindle what we had. I wanted you to see that I was willing to do everything as your king, because when you became my melanin goddess, that was when you became my queen. A year goes by. We see each other for the first time, and my heart was used to being acknowledged by you with a smile and hug. Instead, I was given an attitude and abruptly given sarcasm. It was in that moment I knew we were done. The curtain had finally fallen. I laughed and cried, expressed my hurt and anger, blamed myself for everything that happened between us, even contemplated suicide. From the first day of our breakup to now, I finally got used to seeing what it's like to dream and sleep with a broken heart. As I continue to heal, I understand to never cry over someone who chose to walk away, and that great things come to those who wait, as well as have faith. Now I'm able to stand on my own 2 feet, knowing I, a king, is truly deserving of great things. Now I can release you and let you go. Now you're just someone I used to know. Byron.
Wow. Wow, man. Absolutely. That was a movie, man. That was a movie, man. That was a Lifetime special. You know, I saw that on BET. That right there was so visual, man. That was so visual out the gate. You know, the expressions of love, the deep expressions of love, man. You know, then the deep regret of betrayal. You know, this piece, man, this piece is heavy, and you know it's coming from a real place. You don't write with this much passion, this much intensity, and then not come from a real place. It seems like this poem was therapeutic for you, like something that you really needed to get out. And yeah, I see that, man. This was very visual. You know, the attention to details in this poem. You know, it's the little subtle details that you gave us throughout the poem to make me feel that this was real and it was coming from a real place. Damn, man.
It was so I was inspired by Alicia Harris, who did a version of it called Death Over Distance herself. And I said, listen, I got out of a bad relationship last year, and I felt so guilty for doing this poem called October 6th. But then I'm like, yo, this is my truth. So whatever I can do as a creative, that'll be therapy for me. I'm going to talk about my truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm going to tell the truth, shame the devil. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
And then listen to the song by Ben Howard. I'm like, yeah, I need to write my own version. And that was what came out of it.
Yeah, this was dope, man. And to end it, now you're just somebody that I used to know. It shows how, you know, how deep it goes, how, you know, how people can be so close and then draw apart from each other, and how you can accept people in your life as to accept them as being true, and then you get you know, blindsided with the fact that, you know, they was just treacherous. This poem was just so many different levels to just learn from, you know, but overall very, very compelling piece. I thought it was really performed beautifully. I love the way you added the inflections. I felt you beating on your chest. You know, it was just so many things in this poem that you illustrated that made it dope. You know, and I know this is gonna be a dope ass showpiece when you decide to perform this like live. You know, this is gonna be phenomenal. Great job, Pyro, man. Great job, man. What you thought about it, brother
I
Habib?
appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, when you started out, you know what I'm saying, it was like beautiful, and I found myself smiling. Like at the scenery that you were painting. You literally were painting a picture, bro, with your words, and I was smiling, bro. I'm like, oh man, it's beautiful. Like, and then I caught myself frowning, bro. Toward the end of the whole thing, bro, I was
Mm.
like, my face had a scowl on it, bro. Like you really, like what Black said about it was like a movie, bro. Like I swear to God, bro, I felt like I was watching this, like you guys say, audio Broadway, man. It was really super. You said love was made while we made love, bro. It's like you had so many amazing elements in it, descriptions. You brought us on a journey, bro. And man, salute, Pyro. That was dope, man. I had to bring the fire extinguisher out on that and put you out, the fire out on you, Pyro, man.
Flames. Come up
Thank
here,
you.
flames, man. We got
That
insurance though.
was
We got
yeah, and that's from
progressive.
a new I call him Mayhem. Mayhem is my battle piece type of character that I've developed. So you have Pyro who gives you the performance, but Mayhem who writes what needs to be done for the performance. So and
Feel it.
Mayhem is an acronym for May All Your Haters Embrace Me. So
I
yeah.
love
Say
that.
say it one more time. May what?
Mayhem is an acronym for May All Your Haters Embrace Me.
That's dope.
That's dope. I like it. That's a t-shirt.
And
That's a
that's what it
t-shirt.
feel like. It will feel like mayhem if all your haters embrace that. That's dope, bro.
That'd be dope, man. Yo, great job, Pyro, man. Thanks for coming on the platform and
Thank
spitting that
you.
joint, man.
And shout out to Elizabeth who finally does not put raisins in her potato salad. I am so proud of her. So
Oh man.
Yo,
She's welcome to the cookout.
you can come to
she's
the
welcome to
cookout
cook
now,
out.
Elizabeth. And you can bring food. You bring a
Yeah.
cup. Just bring
Just don't bring no chitlins. Don't bring no what's a rhubarb. We don't do rhubarb. You know what I mean? So and Marielle, your wings are wet. All right.
Oh
I'm
man.
dropped down. Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate
Definitely,
y'all.
my brother. Definitely, man. Great job, man. Yeah, that was a dope poem, man. Death over distance. The title alone, man, makes you think. Like, damn. Like on that note, when you was talking about, how you went from the smile to in the beginning of the poem, I was like, yo, this is love. This is union.
Yeah.
Like, this is it right here. This is the thing that you're searching for. And then it went sour. I was like, "Oh shit!" Cross that out. Nah, this ain't union. This was the okey doke. Like, damn, man. But great piece, man. Great piece. Oh man. All right. Who else we got next on the mic? Brother Habib.
Next on the mic, we have Sunshine in the building. Sunshine's in the building.
Let's
Come on.
get it. Come on, bring Sunshine up to the stage. Hey, Sunshine, what's good with you? Peace.
Can you hear me good this time?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes, we
perfect.
can,
We can hear you
Sunshine.
perfect.
Every
Ain't
time
no
I hear your
matrix
name,
going on this time, right?
Yeah, you good money.
every time I hear her name, I'm thinking about
well, Harlem Nights.
You better say it, brother.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I take it and use it in a positive light too, because everybody don't get that sunshine. You feel me? So
There you
I
go.
gotta give
Facts.
it the other kind.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, what you got for the people tonight, Sunshine?
Well, I actually have a different piece, but only because you kept referencing last week about Optimus Prime and everything. I actually have a poem with that in it, so I figured I might as well, on the first go, do that piece and then save the other one I got for later if I get a chance to.
All right. All right, let's go. Let's go with it.
This is not how it is supposed to be. The purpose of a unit is to add a but you subtract habitually. Truths unloading, destroying my body psychosomatically. For the love of sanity on repeat mentally during this present day calamity. Your word no longer bonds straight like a con artist in your own right, representative, Academy Award worthy. Yeah. It's Oscar night. Caught up in the whirlwind of egotistical bullshit accepted speeches. Linguistic, magic wands, ducking and dodging, pulling all my sources together like Optimus Prime to battle this massive Decepticon. Far from a dime. Communication is the key, integrity is everything, and most importantly, your word must be bond. Peace.
Wow. Wow. Now this piece was emphatic. This piece was emphatic. But in the beginning, you started going in the matrix, and I was like, "Hold on, is this planned? Is like how is she doing this? Is this like?"
Oh my God.
I was like, "Yo, you start going right in the matrix." I was like, "Yo, she probably, you know what I'm saying? This is a part of the poem." But you came right out though, Queen. But yo, dope piece, man. Very emphatic, very powerful, heartfelt, and yeah, man. That this piece right here, man, it got levels. It got levels, man. The sentiment about, being who you are, keeping your word, phenomenal.
Indeed.
Phenomenal. Is a loss, is a dying art. People don't take their word as meaning anything anymore. Like, we're in the era of the scammer. You know what I'm saying? Like people scamming,
Indeed.
people
Indeed.
they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They word don't mean nothing, man. But this poem right here, man, was very emphatic, and I love that sentiment. I thought you did a great job. Dope piece, brother Habib. What you thought about it?
First, I gotta ask
Appreciate you.
Sunshine. Hey, where you from? Are you from New York?
I'm originally from Jersey.
Jersey girl,
Jersey. Yeah, when you said your
You
word
Joyzy,
already
must
know.
be
Joyzy.
bond, I was like, yeah, that's
You know,
gangster.
originally from Jersey, to be exact, Rahway, which is known as Prison City or Righteous Way to the nations of gods and the earth. So, I've been pulled into culture. So, a lot of that is, part of my everyday life. The way my mind is, the way I'm even cultivating my son's minds, letting them know, like, they're young kings, their word is all they got. Like, I literally told my sons, like, y'all gotta understand, your umi is something different. All you got in this world is your word and your nuts. And they looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that's all you got." And my sons are 9 and 11, so yes, I talk to them like that.
Yeah, see,
Facts.
that's beautiful. Like the words that you presented in the poetry and in that poem, it was so powerful, and they make your vertebrae stand up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the kids need to hear. That's what the people need to hear, because there's a lot of uh, curved vertebrates out here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
thank you
that
so
watered
much.
down stuff. Bernie Mac said it. Some punk ass parents out here, but not this one. I come from the era of those who marched on Washington and everything and lived through the Great Depression and was part of the Harlem Renaissance. So I got all that in me.
That's right.
Wow,
That's right.
wow. We thank you so much for sharing that. That was amazing.
Appreciate you for the opportunity again.
Most definite. I'm gonna put the other episode, I mean last week's episode, up on the I'm gonna try to pin it up in the what you call it. I'm trying to. It ain't going through. But that episode is up if you want to hear that. I took all that Matrix stuff out. So you know what I'm saying? The people outside the clubhouse, they ain't gonna hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? I took all that out. But that that episode is up everywhere, like on Apple, Spotify, is even on YouTube too. If you go to Spoken Soul Sessions, and yeah, guys, go over there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to this Iron Sharpeth Iron YouTube channel. I'll be throwing the episodes up there as well, so people that don't have the streaming sites, they can listen to the replays of the episode. But thank you, Sunshine, for coming through, man, and blessing us with that sentiment. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Definitely. All right, all right, all right. Okay, brother Habib.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you are able to, you might want to post a link of the your YouTube channel,
Yeah, I'm gonna
at the
try to.
topic.
I'm gonna try to get that. What you call? I'm having a problem because my phone is out of storage, and it seemed like they're not letting me
Oh,
take the link. But I'm gonna try YouTube. I'm gonna see if I can get it up there. But in the meantime, in between times,
yes,
who
sir.
else we
Yes,
got?
sir.
Who else we got on the
Man, we got one of my favorites, brother Marielle Shinobi, of
the
course.
Shinobi, the Shinobi of poetry? Bring the brother on up to the stage. Marielle, what's good, King? What's good with you, brother?
What's going on? What's going on?
Ain't
What he
nothing,
talk? What they
man.
talk about the wet wings, man? Well, talk to
Hell
me,
yeah,
man.
talk,
What's happening?
you got to decipher this, man. Wet wings and what was soggy waffles? Like, what's going on with that?
I don't know. It's been something like he's been asking me ever since I knew him. Like, you like Arby's? I'm like, no, I like wet wings. So then one day he was like, oh, well, Arby's got wings. Yeah, going back and forth.
What is wet wings? What does that mean?
Oh, you just like your wings with extra sauce.
Oh,
Them
got you.
saucy wings. Yeah, man. You gotta go
Yeah, I like wet wings too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
lemon pepper wet.
about.
Yeah, what's good, bro? What you got for the people today, man?
I got something debuted not too long ago. So hopefully I enjoy it. Something different.
All right. New shit. Let's get it.
I stand in the shower in the midst of the steam, thinking of the things that's fucking with my dreams. I breathe in the vapor mist in the sense that the water will cleanse the wounds that are inside me. The water runs over past injuries that triggers memories of unhealed pain, every day having to wash away the same blood stain. From head to toe, every place that was touched by the bar soap gave off a steam, reminding me that my pain receptors are properly working. Yet I need to be for certain to where these feelings were coming from. So I turned off the water, pulled back the curtains, wiped away the condensation on the mirror just for my visions to be met with affirmations of past horrors. Then old triggers began speaking on how they'll always be there for me. The first one to speak was the scars on my feet, stressing that they'll always be here for me. Reminiscing on a heartbreak journey, a love story told in reverse, always starting off with her saying, I'll always be here for you. When these words drew out a path that began to chase, the scars on my feet ran miles and jumped through obstacles, barefoot, rocky surfaces, bruises and wounds every time my foot hit the pavement. I paid for it. But the scars paid the way for this. Racing on pavement made with eggshells in the fiery pits of hell, on uncharted trails collecting bruises and scars, and knowing it all just to reach the one thing that my heart desires. See, I was inspired by promises and dreams given off in the beginning just to end up with as the consolation prize. Friend zone winning, and that's followed by distancing. Only thing left is cuts, sprung ankles, and blisterings. My feet then reminds me, see, I told you, I'll be here forever. I had sharp pains went on my spine and landed right next to my eyes every time he showed me a guide you like. Was like a flashing light seen after getting socked in the eye. Must have went blind from all these times that I seen you as my future wife, despite looking past all the signs that said one day you'll be walking out my life. And seeing you flirt with other men, yet assuring that they ain't competition. Just filling me with promises of lifetime visions. Just cooking up the insights to live out our wildest fantasies, only to end up seeing another person take you away from me. Then there's relationship distancing that's left with my heart breaking. So now I'm tethering, holding my eyes together, my scars whisper, see, I told you, I'll be here forever. See, my scars taught me the strength of my heartbeat. Wound on my chest like I survived a horror scene. Gashed in the middle like I had open heart surgery, wondering how many stitches are actually inside me. And how shattered dreams flowed sharply throughout my bloodstream. So I had to use needle and thread just to hold my heart together, due to the projectile glass that came from the letters that used to form the fragile phrase, I'll be here forever. It was layered with shrapnel metal that was armed to explode when you said, we can't be this close no more. Now as my heart's beating, I feel my nerves ending, screaming, saying they'll always be here for me. And shit, I should plead for insanity, continuously living in this fantasy that love actually loves me. You know, I thought we had good chemistry. Must have misfelt this energy, but is it really my fault that their heart hid their true feelings from me? I mean, I was on this ride of matching vibes until I slowly realized that I could have an abusive relationship with love. Then painful memories began to flood my body. A tear drops quietly. I pat my arm, then cover my war marks. Sunglasses for the eyes, shirt for the heart. Make sure the shirt said introvert, so people would just stay away from me. Use the shoes to cover my bruises on my feet in hopes that my marks aren't noticeable, because I don't want to become unbearable from all these scenarios. So I remind myself, chicks dig scars. I just hope they can dig deep, though.
Chick dig scars. I just hope they dig deep though. This was mad heartfelt, bro. This piece right here, it just felt sincere, man. It felt like you just laying your heart out there, like, yo, I'm just gonna wear it. Look, this is what it is. No bullshit, no game. This is just the real, pure, unadulterated truth. This is the situation. And I thought this was very visual, man. This was dope, man. This was a dope joint. And the sincerity in it, man, it reminds me of a piece that I did called Media Mail, man. I used to have it memorized. I don't remember that piece no more to memory. But it was a piece that I used to perform a lot. But it was along those lines, about a relationship that really could have been something. But because of circumstances, because of maybe, gazes from other women or, whatever it may be, it didn't plan out right. But you always be wondering, like, damn, was that the one that got away, or was no. But I felt that in this poem, man, and I felt you just earnestly just pouring it all out, and I thought you did a great job, man. Even with your cadence on this piece, man, the way you delivered it, it just felt real, man. It just felt like, yo, look, this brother right here is pouring it out right here. Listen, dope piece, man. Great job, man. What's the name of that piece, Mario?
Chicks dig scars.
Chicks dig scars. Dope, man. Dope. Brother Habib, what you thought about it, Griot?
Yeah, man. First, I do want to salute you, man, because your delivery was impeccable, brother. It was, man, it was almost like you pushed pause on the earth turning, and it just was you, quiet. Everything was still, and you were speaking, bro. And you didn't even mess up. You didn't, stumble. It was amazing, bro. It was awesome. It was so genuine. And one of the Elizabeth typed in the chat, living in this fantasy that love actually loves me. That's crazy, bro. Like, you really are super talented, brother. And your delivery today, bro, sounded like this was a piece you said 100 times, but it's new ink. So it's clear you. I just love how you just keep evolving, bro. This shinobi, man. You just keep, getting better and better and better, man. So salute to you, King.
Man, I'm trying to get like you, man. Trying to be Grand Griot, man.
Oh man, yeah,
You
Mario.
already Greg Grill, baby. You
Yeah,
already, man.
yeah, man. You one of the iron scribes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on Marielle, man. For real, man. Yo, that shit was dope. For real, B. And I felt that sincerity, man. I have a piece just so akin to that piece, man. That's so on point with that sentiment, man. It's definitely, it resonates with me, man. It definitely resonates with me. Dope, man. Dope. All right, brother Habib. We probably got time for a couple of more before the intermission. If you guys are new to the stage, if you're new to the room, go ahead and follow the room. Follow the mods. If you got a pink ticket, nobody got our brother down there, Mr. Auto, he got a pink ticket. Just send a request and I'll definitely bring you into the room, my brother. If you want to spit, type iron in the chat. For guys who don't know, type iron in the chat and we'll definitely put you in queue to come on up to the stage. All right, brother Habib, who we got next on the mic?
We have next coming up to the mic, Candy Baby.
Oh, let's get it. Let's bring Candy Baby on up to the stage.
I do want to tell Mr. Otto if I saw he raised his hand, but Mr. Otto, jump into the chat and just type iron in, and we'll bring you up. Bring you up, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Candy Baby?
You know what? I'm happy as hell today. How y'all doing?
I'm feeling good. You on the stage now, man. Feeling great. Can't wait to hear what you got for us today.
I'm actually gonna do the poem that I half did. I had just started writing it, Love is Art, for you guys today because I finished it. And even though I performed it all over Clubhouse and at Swam, I haven't performed it on your stage.
We love to hear it. We would love to hear it. Let's go.
This is from Letters to My Future Husband. To my future husband. Your love is art. Your love pours on me like art. It intersects like connections from visuals, wordplay, melodically, connecting our canvas with the sounds we make in your gallery. Your love pours on me like Leonardo or Mona Lisa, each stroke of your paintbrush methodically creating a masterpiece. So beautifully constructed beyond the people's choice, it's exclusive only, and I don't care the cost, I'm the highest bidder at your private auction. Your love is art. Your love infects me like art. It intersects like connections melodically, wordplay, visually, as the sound waves vibrate through your gallery like Beethoven's gentle strokes affectionately across keyboards, classically grasping me, a timeless symphony, permanently penetrating my thoughts, lover's curse, inviting me to your opera. Your love, my love, this love is a masterpiece, synchronized meticulously, created by the Most High. This love is art. This art is endless like Diana and Lionel, the perfect duet, notes magically evaporating in the atmosphere, background singers, high pitched tunes, affectionately, no, passionately serenading, pulling, sensually captivating when the band plays as I mindlessly listen intently to your smooth groove, holding on to your magic carpet ride, because your love is art. This love is art, the type of art for my eyes, your eyes, connected intimately, our soul ties, limitless access to our secret vault, art that no one can duplicate. I infinitely grant you permission to steal my most priceless piece of art, my heart. Candy baby.
What you thought about this piece, Habib?
I like the way she delivered it, man. It was out of the box. As a different style. It reminded me of I don't know how to describe it, like Siri or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was their delivery style. What were you? Was it kind of like a automated type thing, or Miss Candy Baby?
I listen to music
I thought.
sometimes, and sometimes I really don't know what be going through. I was trying to reframe to add emphasis on art, so because I love art, I love literary art, I love paintings, I love art, I love performing art. So if I love you like I love art, then I really love you. I dig everything about you. You know.
That's dope. That's really dope, Queen. Excellent job.
I thought it was really jazzy. Like through the whole piece, I got the refrain of "I love art, your love is art." This, you know what I mean? This love is art. I love that refrain, but the tempo of the piece felt real jazzy to me. It felt real jazzy to me. Like it was some, some jazz scat going on in the background, or, that mood was set. But I thought this was a dope piece, man. I love that refrain of the art and the parallels you made between the different aspects, the different facets of art, and comparing and contrasting it to the relationship to the man, or, it was just dope. Great similes, great metaphors, and I thought you did a great job, Miss Candy Baby.
Thank you very much, Poetic Black.
Most definite, sis. Most definite. Oh man, these are scorches this week, man. This week is nice, man. We got our brother Flash in the building. Pain ain't here, man, and it's a scorcher, man. He's gonna be mad about this, bro.
I got nothing but love for you.
Oh man. But look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a brief intermission. And I put up the link. In fact, I'm glad I thought about it. I put up the link for the YouTube channel. I'm going to leave that up for maybe I'll leave it up for the song. And then I'll put up last week's link for one of the streaming sites. You guys can go check out the replay from last week's show if you didn't hear it, especially if you was on last week's show and you wanted to hear the replay of it. You know what I'm saying? There's some other things on that episode as well that we added in there. So definitely a dope listen. But I'll put that up on the top. But that's the YouTube page. Please subscribe to the Iron Sharpeth Iron YouTube page so you can get all the new videos that comes out, all the different things we're working on. You'll get first dibs on that. So we're going to get into a brief intermission. Need to go do some things, get a snack or whatever the case may be. But we'll be right back after these messages. All right, let me call this catering service.
Welcome to the Scammy Egg Catering Services. Press 1 if you would like for us to cater your event. Press 2 if you would like to hear our menu. Press 3 if you would like to speak with Chef Gordon Scamsey.
Poultry confit made with 100% organic pigeon de Brooklyn, roasted to tender perfection, glazed with a Concord balsamic reduction. Stuffed seagull, imported exclusively from the island of Coney, paired with a rosemary mash. This dish will surely impress at your next event. Hello, Chef Gordon Scamsey. How may I be of service today? Hello, Chef Scamsey. My mom and dad are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And I wanted to do something nice for them, so I rented out a venue, and I would like you guys to cater the event. Thank you immensely for choosing the Scammy Egg. How many guests do you anticipate attending? 50 guests max. Splendid. Do you know which items that you would like on our menu? I was thinking about the poultry confit. Great choice. The finest domestic poultry marinated in a blend of our house special seasoning. Roasted to tender perfection. Absolutely great choice, sir. Okay, great. I'll take 2 full pans of that. Also, I would like 2 full pans of the wild rice. Another excellent choice. The finest long grain rice simmered in a fine pigeon stock, lemongrass and star anise aromatics. Fine choice, sir. Okay. Well, I don't know what pigeon stock is, but it sure sounds good. And I will also like 2 full pans of the seasonal veggies. The finest seasonal organic vegetables steamed to perfection. Would that conclude your order, sir? Yeah. Yeah, that will be it. Thanks. Okay, please hold while I schedule your order and give you an estimate. Hey, yo, Jimmy. Yo, we just got a big order of that poultry confit. Yeah, 50 servings. We got enough pigeons to cover that? Hell no, man. What the Tony fuck? Never set up the pigeon traps last night. Do he know? So we only got 38 pigeons ready to go. Fuck, man. Yo, we got a big ass order. What about the wild rice? We ain't got no more rice, Grady. But we can get 2 pans of rice from Wong over at Some Dumb Kitchen and just jazz it up. Man, just go and take the order, man. All right, man. Look. While you going down to the dollar leave, pick up like $15 worth of them frozen mixed vegetables too. Yeah, we getting on the map. Let's go. Did that motherfucker just say pigeons? Nah. Ain't no way in the fucking world this nigga about to fucking sell me some goddamn pigeons. Them niggas don't even got rice. Dollar leave vegetables. What the? Nah. This ain't going down. Thank you so much for your patience, sir. Your estimate will be $2,346.38. Would that be credit or debit? There's no amount of credit or cash to pay for the surgical procedure to remove my foot from the crevices of your ass if you sit up here and try to sell me some motherfucking pigeons. Sir, I'm appalled. However, what do you mean? What I mean? Motherfucker, you know what I mean. You press the mute button and not the hold button. That's what I mean. And I heard the intricate plot. Sir, there must be some sort of misunderstanding. Nigga, you can lose that accent like you just lost this business. I can't believe you tried to sell me some Brooklyn pigeons. Talking about Pigeon de Brooklyn. Roasted to perfection. I would have come down there and kick your ass. All right now, come on now, brother. These pigeons are 100% organically raised and they're gluten-free. Gluten-free? Is there something seriously wrong with you, man? Talking about stuffed seagull. Stuffed seagull imported from the island of Coney. You talking about stuffed seagulls, nigga? Stuffed seagulls from Coney Island? I swear I ought to come down there and kick your ass until I'm tired. I'm talking about literally exhausted. You sick bastard. Come on, brother. What happened to supporting black businesses? What happened to that? You'll get support, you slimy bastard. Neck support, life support. I swear for God, my mama would have ate as much as one wingette of that corona-laden dirty-ass bird. I would have burnt that raggedy restaurant down with you in it. In fact, you'll be hearing from my lawyer, the ASPCA, FEMA, the Red Cross, Homeland Security, you slimy bastard. Jimmy, cancel that order. I'm stifled. I can taste the congestion. Dissension descending as we speak, leaking pieces and particles. I'm impartial. Information has never been more accessible, yet ignorance is bliss. The flavor of knowledge I've learned to crave, but what I'm left with is this. False premises, regurgitated, propaganda repeated, your perspective deleted, then you reiterate it. You brag about your degrees, lies you believe, say you're educated. There's a dedicated theme of defeat if you listen. This transmitted frequency is tuned in to dull your glisten, numb your senses. What are we, dense or dumb? In the name of fun, we'll lose all discretions. Funny how the chickens come home to roost. The aftermath of following our desires rather than the proof. The truth these days are subjective. There's nothing absolute. Just obtuse angles, angled at distractions where sliding, miseducated and divided can we hear our folly. The resounding chatter of laughter, shits and giggles in pigeonholes we can't wiggle out of. Is this the cost of entertainment? The detainment of free thought. You thought we were making advancements. Joke's on you. Funny how the chickens come home to roost. You're left in disbelief. You can smell and taste their deceit, but now the point is moot. You can see the troops. You can hear their boots in unison in pursuit of you. Can you feel it now? Isn't it how you wanted it to feel? Instant gratification and convenience parallels with mind control and obedience. There's a power in suggestion. There's billions they've invested in prepping and priming your mind, and now it's time to cash in. And your soul is the dividend. Isn't it weird when you talk about making a purchase and then it shows up on your phone? Hope you don't think that's a coincidence. Maybe they're not listening to your thoughts. Maybe they're inducing them, producing your profile before your eyes, yet you think it's of your own doing. There's a hidden fee attached to endless strolling and random tweets. Oh, you thought it was free? No, there's a price to pay to play this folly, and we're in debt with debit that our credit can't cash, and our advancement is depleted, morale deleted, this cycle repeated. Then you feed it to your offspring who didn't need it, didn't believe it, and now we're here. Destination clear, and we can't go back. Funny how chickens come home to roost.
Do you remember the way your last lover used to love you? Her face grimaced as she sighed. Yes. Well, I want you to take that love and multiply it by all of the water from Noah's flood. Take every drop of blood that was spilt in the name other than love until the entire earth is covered in blood. Count every aborted fetus, every false image of Jesus, the stripes from every pair of Adidas, tigers, and zebras. Imagine every slave who has ever prayed, God, free us. Then take every tear they would shed if they could now see us. Subtract all of the disrespect and neglect he ever gave you, the lonely nights that slowly began to invade you, and the visions of deceit that would constantly plague you. Count every untrue. Every untrue he has ever told you, then multiply that number by 2, and that number is how many times I swear to you that I would never do what you inevitably feel is inevitable. Because any man who can only tell lies when he speaks does not realize that paradise lies at your feet. So now I'm faced with the feat of facing defeat or crash in the ocean of my love against your levee walls until the entire heart has been breached. And as I explore the ruins of your yesterday, I can see what keeps you from saying yes today. The mummified remains of your heart's heartache and pain, sealed in a sarcophagus of sarcasm and distrust, which fly out of its tomb the very moment your wounds are simply touched. So allow me to erase those days you would aimlessly wait, only to find yourself chaperoned with anger and hate. You see, he loved you simply for you and only for love's sake. But I can show you how that form of love is fake, because when you're pissed off and the words running out of your lip gloss are frigid and frost, his love gets lost. And that love is so generic. But this is so esoteric. When you hear it, you'll compare it to the love of a Sufi cleric. So let me be your prayer beads. And you can be my roomie. And every time that you touch me, Ya Rabbi, let God's remembrance erupt from me. Imagine the feeling of being inebriated from every drug. And compared to this love, it would only be a slight buzz, because when you love only for the sake of your Lord, your love is in accord with the inner chord that is played on your heartstrings like an harpsichord. Let my love for God engulf you, accost you. My devoted nights of worshiping him on the shrine of your skin will exhaust you. Because the fate of my afterlife lies in pleasing you as my wife. That's why I make love to you like behind your headboard lies heaven gates. But even before the wick of lust is lit with passion's flame, everything must first begin in God's name. And before each night is adorned with our dreams, all 99 of God's attributes will be heard in your screams now. Now, do you understand why I love you like tomorrow could be my wake and paradise is at stake? Because it is. Peace.
Damn. Oh man, that joint right there got levels, man.
Man, your joint crazy too, bro. I was like, oh, this what we doing? This what we doing?
Yo,
Poetic Black? Okay.
That joint right there just, yo, the certain poetry makes you ponder. And that was one of them joints, man. That the way you described that type of love is like, damn, man. You said something along the lines, when you make love, you find, like, the way I worship the shrine of your skin. What's that line you said? That should just,
yeah. My devoted nights of worshiping God on the shrine of your skin will exhaust you.
that shit crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Love, man. I don't know who set the love bug off, you know what I'm saying, in the room. Somebody set the love bug. I don't know who was the first one to. I think it was Elizabeth to set the love bug off with the earthquake and love and all that.
Yeah.
Man. You know?
Then Pyro came up.
Pyro,
it left something inside of me, man. I was like, let me jump on this.
Oh,
wave.
Man. Powerful, man. Powerful. That piece I played from OB West, man. Yo. Oof. That dude different, B. I'm looking to get him on my podcast, man. I reached out to him.
Get him, please, bro.
Yeah, man. I want to get this brother on the podcast, man. Yo, that poem. Every time I listen to that, Joe, that's why I made it into my playlist. Because every time I listen to that, I catch something else, man. I catch something else out of that poem, man.
Yeah, he is intricate, bro. He is very, very intricate and it's intentional. It's
Yes.
everything is it's not like haphazard. It's all like a tapestry woven like some old rich African
Yeah, man.
tapestry, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely, man. Yeah, the dude is. I forgot the sister, Janet Dawson, man, dope spoken word artist, man. She the one that put me on to him because I interviewed her on my show, and she was like, "Yo, you need to get Obi West on your show, man." So I hit the brother up, man. Hit me. He's traveling. He's doing a lot, man. But wow, man, that poem is just crazy. You know, the different level about love, how people look at love. People look at love as butterflies and rainbows. I got this poem called In the Name of Love. And all the things that people say they do this thing in, it hurts people. You know, and sometimes it hurts people in ways that can't be repaired. But they do it in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? Love, that old song from the Spinners. You remember that song? Love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. And it's deep, man, because that word love, it gets used so much, you know, and people don't. A lot of people misconstrue what it really means, but a lot of people do some devious shit in the name of love, man. And it's crazy, man. Dope piece, man. But yeah, man.
Yours too, King. Yours too.
Thank
King.
you, my brother. All right, we about to get back up into this, man. If you guys don't know, this is the second half of the show. You want to get on the mic, type iron in the chat. You will secure a spot on the stage. But you have to do that before 11:30 because after 11:30 the hand raising goes off. So the last person to type iron after the 11:30 mark, you know, that's it. But I put up the link for the episode. I had the link up for the YouTube channel. You guys can check it out if you was on the show last week and you want to listen to that replay. That's it right there. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to get in. I'm ready to get back into poetry. Oh, we got one more announcement. One more announcement. In a couple of weeks, about maybe like 3 months ago, I submitted one of our tracks to this competition called the Opening Act. They do it in New York every year. So we had a new single out. So I put the single up to get considered to be the opening act, and we got picked. You know what I'm saying? Our track got picked.
Congratulations,
So it ain't over yet. It's the voting process. So they're gonna weed it down by the voting. So voting opens up, I believe it's July 15th. So I'm gonna put that link up. It's not up now, so you can't vote now. If I put the link up now, you can't vote. But going forward from July 15th, I'm gonna put that link up, man. And we asking you guys definitely to support that. Go vote for us to try to be this opening act for this big annual concert that they put in New York every year. So that's the one announcement we had. So now let's get back into some poetry. All right, who we got, Brother Habib?
Next on the mic, we have Kimbrella.
Oh,
Kimbrella in
man.
the building.
She be coming on the right day, man. Right day. She comes on the day soon as we pay the insurance. Soon as we pay the insurance, it's on auto pay. Soon as we pay it, here she come.
Yeah, man.
I was like, wow.
Prepares to the booth, man.
Yeah, man. We got to get all this equipment insured, man, because she be coming through and breaking shit, man. Kimbrella, what's good, Queen? How you been, man?
I'm good. Peace to you. Peace, brother Habib. Congrats on, getting a pick, even though they still vote. We're going to speak that into existence,
That's
my brother.
right.
So,
That's right. That's right.
That's how we going to do that. But I've been good, chilling, just, soaking up the vibe in here. It's always dope. So, I got to come through and, be a part of it.
Most definite. We can't wait. I know it's going to be epic. The stage is yours, Queen.
Well, let me ask y'all, because I was undecided. It's between two pieces. So the titles are In Less Than 24 Hours or Lost in Music.
that's a hard one.
I'm thinking about that in less than 24
Yeah,
hours. That seems like
I want that less than 24 hours is compelling.
yeah,
I want to hear
yeah.
that music joy too. But all right, let's do the less than 24 hours.
All right, here we go. So the less than 24 hours, this is an ode to my sister who we lost that was part of our show. Rest in peace, Sister Taraji. So here we go. All praise is due to the Most High, for he had an epiphany that was larger than any of us collectively or individually. And he graciously turned on his faucet and watered us with the highest form of understanding, which is love. Hours of phone conversations filled with love, laughter, and tribal vibrations, forecasting and shaking time's hands like they were lenient, like they signed an agreement in favor of our convenience. And though we know that our days are borrowed, tomorrow was so potent that we could smell it and feel it and see it and speak it. And we believed it together. For as sure as we've shared the bare naked truths of our hearts' rips and tears, for as sure as we endured those moments when we were uncertain, discouraged, or scared, for as sure as we lifted and celebrated each other from a geographical distance, just as if we were standing right there, we understood that what we shared was rare. And in less than 24 hours, we would bear witness to the proof as life shifted at a testimonial pace where the trying of faith working our patience towards keeping it real in those midnight hours when the enemy came to devour, steal, kill, and destroy. But the butterfly effect left us no other choice except to spread our wings, giving flight to the inspiration factory of our spiritual beings. And then we had an epiphany that merged with an iceberg detached from glaciers and moved into positions of our sea, drawing nigh to the sun, melting the subjects of wisdom, then surpassing just the word, but becoming the actual verb, that predicate and confirm that in less than 24 hours, everything we heard and we thought we knew about life changed, transitioned, changed our positions, placed mirrors on our decisions, demanding answers about the handle on the time we've been given and what it will exhibit, even in those final minutes, to see if our start possess the loyalty and vision to finish. See, in less than 24 hours, everything you thought you had intact could have its balance snatched. And there we stood, prepared to war together, protecting each other's backs when our knees buckled and spines collapsed. See, ain't no script to this. Many will be blessed to experience even an inch of this. And labels like friend, they just don't measure up. It just doesn't seem intimate enough to scratch the surface of what we've scribed on each other's pages. Because beyond what we could ever fulfill or explain from the moment we all exchanged numbers and names, we were forever changed. We became extinguishers of each other's hellfire. And we made it through without smelling like smoke or getting burned beyond recognition. Yet we were lit with lessons. See, what you know about those late night prayer sessions where you're drowning in your broken heart, miss marks and tears, and you can pull from the strength of your peers without fears of it being weaponized, judged, and rehashed as a grave dig for the skeletons of your past. What you know about those soul confessions while blocking each other from the enemy's weapons. What you know about being unemployed or short on the finances you need with mouths to feed and bills piled up to your knees, or the enemy coming for the mind, spirit, life, and identity of your seeds while we touch and agree to pay it forward with no receipts. What you know about losing every stitch of your poetic gift until it made your soul bleed or made you believe that your gift fleed, or those spiritual attacks while we stood in the gap, taking turns and speaking power into our purpose when the other one didn't have the strength to speak back. What you know about infiltration trying to claim its victory, but they forgot to check our history, how it's thicker than bloodlines. What you know about health haunting and hovering over your time while we intercept through the lines of our phones. What you know about never meeting in the flesh. You're no longer ever having to walk this journey of life alone. See, in less than 24 hours, this ain't what we thought. This ain't what we heard. This is what we came to know. And no matter what was thrown, we always managed to catch each other. Slaying defiant giants in a world that tries to shrink us to fit in its belly, summoning a renaissance, the rebirth of our worth, locked with the strength of Samson, where a hurricane is safe to reveal the eye of a storm, where our sisters' healing hands and whispers amplified into Raji form, known as that unshakable faith. So we can meet in a place where we can take our socks off to spiritually wash and cleanse each other's feet. For real. See, it's that purple rain of unapologetic love living out loud that carries me even right now in this very moment. And as we honor our sister's calling into her higher position, resting in her peace, we may not understand it. And our emotions may host their own open mic. Yet the gift of what remains is that neither time nor distance nor death could ever sever the bond that we shared together. It makes me wonder if Venus would orbit the same without Earth or Serena. And I ask this as there are days when I feel like I'm slipping off my axis just from how much I miss her, my beloved sister. See, in less than 24 hours, I could have never imagined how my eyes would offer liquefied poetry that would capture the duality of peace and pain. 'Cause the angels in the heavens done signed her name, and we will all be forever changed. In peace.
Oh my goodness. Let's have a brief moment of silence for Sister Taraji. Wow. Oh my goodness, man. An ode is an understatement. While you were spitting this piece, you know, like I read the Quran, right? And in the Quran, Allah says in so many different places, there's so many different reminders of death. You know, reminding you of a time, you know, that's gonna be where, you know, you're gonna meet your Lord. And I do remember the first time it dawned on me. I don't know if anybody else ever had this epiphany, but I remember when it dawned on me that one day the maggots is gonna eat my flesh. It's inevitable. We can't escape it. And then I was shook with a fear. It was a certain fear. Like I was like, wow, you know, like it really dawned on me. It's like it's gonna be a day where you'll be no more. You'll be no more here physically. You know? And it shook me a little bit. But it also gave me comfort. It gave me comfort that, you know, this energy, this life, this soul that we're created by God, or whatever your perception is of how we got here, you know, this soul is undying. And we don't see, but these people are they're still here. You know, that energy still exists. You know, we don't understand all of the ramifications of death, but in thinking about death and marveling and pondering, you know, you can find some form of solace that is something that you can't escape. However, you can do your best and be as impactful as you can be while you're here. And this poem was a testament of the impact of our sister. This was the impact. This poem said it all. It said it all. And like I felt chills all through my body. The whole entire what you know about refrain, each refrain came back
Yeah.
with something more powerful, something that I can take, you know. And it reminded me of one time this brother, you know, I used to work at this restaurant, and
Hmm.
this dude, he used to come by the restaurant. He was friends with the owner. So they would come by on Saturday, and you know what I'm saying, this is the night where, you know, ain't no business on Sunday. So they would get out, they would drink, and you know, they have a good time. So he was an old Trini man, and he took a liking to me. So he came to me one day, you know, and I'm just thinking he's in his drunk stupor. But he said something very profound to me. He said, Daniel. I'm like, what's good, man? He was like, what's a brother? So immediately I was like, a brother is somebody who's related to you, somebody who either share the same mother or father. You know, that's a brother, you know, the legal definition of your brother. So he was like, no. He said, a brother is someone who treats you like a brother. And
Yep.
that statement just stuck with me. It stuck with me. From since he said it, it's just stuck with me. And we find these relationships with people that's not kin to us, but have so much, I have a just a powerful impact on our lives, you know? And the work that's being
Yes.
done with this internet poetry, you know, a lot of us would have never met each other. A lot of us would have never even known about each other if it wasn't for this community of poetry. And we've connected, literally connected with words. People that we've never seen before, people who we've never been in the same presence of, but we have an extreme kinship to them. And it's
Yes.
profound. It's profound. And that poem said it all. That poem said it all, Kimbrella. An amazing job. An
Man.
amazing job. I salute you, Queen. An amazing job. Great job. Brother
Thank
Habib,
you.
what you thought
Thank
about it? Yes.
Man, this was like reminding me of like it's an epic eulogy. I pray that you were able to share this piece with the community because this was such even in the experience and the loss, it was a beautiful upliftment. It was a beautiful reminder that her purpose that she served was powerful and it had long lasting. Like to say that you said we extinguished each other's hellfire. Such
you.
that was so oof. that was
Yeah.
so, that was
Yeah.
so powerful, and it shows the power of friendship and this, you know, people coming together and being there. You could be going through something so painful, but someone is there to extinguish that pain through their words. And then you said how you know when you guys cried, it was liquid poetry. It was says
Yeah.
that this thing right here says this is something else, man. This is something else, man. And I'm really so thankful that you shared it with us, man. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Poetic, for Black for the moment of silence. I really thank y'all for receiving this because it's this piece is healing for me. It's healing for our tribe. We got a tribe that is unlike no other.
Mm,
And Black, you spoke about, somebody being your brother who treats you like brother, surpassing the word and actually becoming the verb, which is
mm,
love. Those
wow.
labels, those are great and they sound cute, but in the midst of the hour, when you going through, are those labels gonna show up, or is that person gonna show up? And I just wanted to, basically put this piece together in a way that people would who never got the chance to experience my sister would actually know her.
Mm,
would actually feel her essence, feel her embrace. And you're right. This body that we have, this is our vehicle to traverse through this earth, but energy never dies. It only transfers.
mm-hmm,
So I know that she was with me when I wrote this piece. The crazy part, in less than 24 hours was a collab that whew, we were supposed to work on together.
mm,
And we never got to finish it. So there was no way I couldn't do this piece with that title. And
mm.
I appreciate y'all for letting me do it on your platform.
Most definite, sister. Most definite, man. I got in the wells of my eyes is I'm like my eyes are glassy and I feel chills through my body. This poem was it. This was it. And I applaud you, man, to even to have the courage to come up here and just express that to us. It's just it's just heartfelt, man. Great job, Kimbrella, as always. But this
Thank
right
you.
here was just something different. I'm glad we
Thank
chose
you.
that.
Hey, I'm glad you did too. That look, me and her, we label each other. We so tight. We call each other Venus and Serena. That lets you
Mm,
know a lot about what we are to each other. Still to this day, she might be gone physically, but still to this day, that's my Venus.
that's right.
So, peace, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Most definite, Queen. Most definite. Wow, man. Great, 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 great piece. Whew. That one home, man. I'm in my feelings. I'm in the feelings. I'm
Mm,
in my
mm.
feelings, man. It's like it's deep. The pondering, pondering death, people they try to monopolize death and they look, they play on people's fears, But that energy, man, your loved ones, you may not be able to see them or whatever the case may be, but that energy never dies. Like that vehicle, the vehicle, yeah, is gonna perish, like that old Ford. But that energy ain't going nowhere, man. So phenomenal piece, man. Phenomenal piece. Whew. All right. Who we got next, brother Habib?
Next, coming to the stage, we have Edwina Simmons.
Oh
Edwina Simmons,
man.
come
Yo,
on up.
let's
You are
bring
the
this.
next contestant.
Yeah, she killed last week. That piece she did last week. Oh my God. Yeah, sis, you killed that piece last week, man. That what was
Oh,
it?
thank
The
you.
with the Sukiyana joint? With
Yeah,
oh
Sukiana, the River Sprite.
oh man. I remember that piece from last week. I was like, yo, man, you went in on that.
Wow,
Oh man. So
thank
what's
you.
good with you, sis? How you doing? How you doing? What you got for the people tonight?
Uh, I am trying to contain myself. That piece, Kimbrella, just that had me so.
Mm,
That was so well done, but shook somewhere deep down. It's like seeing every wound that you ever had and just understanding that, you know, it's such a beautiful, beautiful tribute to somebody that made such a huge impact on her and on the community. And I just, I can't. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm sorry. All right. Good evening, you guys.
yes,
Good
sis.
evening.
Good,
Yeah,
How's
good
good
everybody
evening,
evening.
doing?
Queen.
We good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I know I'm in that
All right.
emotion too, sis. Take your time. It's cool.
I mean, life is just so precious, and we realize that the power of to see someone embrace the power of using our words to kind of transmute the energy of those who make an impact on us in such a beautiful way that it's just cerebral almost. That's so fucking awesome. Dope, 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 dope. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. I got it together. All right. The I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. It's good to hear all your voices. It's been great hearing everybody that's touched the mic so far. And those pieces you guys played on intermission, thank you for introducing me to those. Those were fly as well. So thank you for that. Thank
Most
you.
definite, Queen. That was brother Habib, the Occupy joint. Brother Habib, that joint crazy. Ob West was that love joint, and then that was a
Yeah,
composition track, bless. But yeah, thanks, Queen.
nothing but pure fire all night. I'm loving it. All right. I'm not going to hold up much space. I have a piece that I wrote tonight is based on a conversation that I had with someone, you know. But y'all ready for it?
Yeah, you got it. The stage is yours, Queen.
Okay. All right. To the brother that wanted me back when his perfect 10 divorced him. Loving you feels like a fool's pursuit, a foolishness that I gave up for Lent. I told myself I'd stop going on fool's errands disguised as men in desperate need of fixing because the women of your preference are taken in by the glimmer of your edge like it ain't made of your body in pieces. They enjoy you no more than they do abused dogs with a penchant for peanut butter or the excitement of spiking plantanos with your collard greens or how indulging in the decadence of dark meat just hit different. It don't mean they know you well enough to make you whole, not in the way that I'm designed to. It's almost like you grew up never looking directly in your mother's eyes. You try to disguise your disgust for women with their wigs off, scared to be in the room with a woman who never loved her hair, like you watched closely as she pruned in vain to obtain a love that remained elusive. It's a nuanced result of abuse that you are so used to averting your gaze. It's why you behave the way you do around women that remind you of her, while simultaneously shaving off layers of your skin to make layers of yourself abundantly available for saving women that don't even believe in the healing powers of our roots and weeds. You let that fair woman make a slave out of you. A suited and booted house nigga believing removed from is somehow better than now here you stand. A victim of overdosing on Lotus while you're wailing warrants water lilies. It gives me the blues that give hues to Billy's gloomy Sundays, and I pray for you. The way your mother hands get the impulse to ring when her child's heart is suffering, I pray for you. The way you use your alchemist soul to play at necromancy, wondering why you always fancy a fix of something, so blinded by bright lights you were willing to forfeit paradise, afraid to prune back the weeds, afraid to look black like me, too afraid to confront your feelings of inadequacy, to get in here and get your hands dirty. So I pray for you, because that's all that I can do, so as not to aggravate your influence on my own self-hate. All that I can do is pray, because it's foolish to pay the toll of flesh wound bandage for a man too afraid of his own taste and its relationship to the strong medicine and the bittersweet of dark chocolates. This poem is for colored guys who thought of their chocolate homegirls when the waterfalls took half of their stuff. And that's that piece.
Wow, Edwina. You turning me into a fan. You're turning me into a fan. For real. I'm not lying. Every time I hear your cadence, it reminds me of Lupe Fiasco. He got this album, Food and Liquor. And it's this sister spitting this poem. In fact, matter of fact, I think I got it. Hold on. Let me see. Can I just play this little clip real quick?
Hijabs, hoodies, afros, locks, teddy bear liquor bottle shrines, rocks, tanks, prayer rugs, church pews, Mexican corn stands, blood, sweat, and tears, police batons, gas masks, and bullets create graffiti on corners, murals that salute freedom or death for liberty, be it Inglewood or Egypt, Bed-Stuy or Baghdad, Syria or Liberia, the West Bank or the west side of Chicago, where food and liquor stores still occupy the block, while police and community watchmen justify why they shot Emmett Till, Malice Green, Rakia Boyd, and Trayvon Martin. Better not wear that hoodie.
But every time every time I hear you spit, it reminds me of her. The cadence, the content, the subject matter, it always punch hard. And I'm becoming a fan of your work, Edwina, and I'm serious about this. For real. That last piece last week, you floored me with that, and then you follow it up with this piece, man. It's like, whoa, like great job. What you thought about it, Griot?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Yeah,
Queen.
man. Listen, This is honestly when you played that, I was like, oh snaps, she might not be famous. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? The way you write this is powerful. You really write. You write right. You don't play right. You write right. This is a beautiful writing, sis, and I love how intricate it is and how you really delve into it and just create this elaborate presentation. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing, sis.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for the space and thank
Definitely.
you.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Before you
much love.
leave, though, I wanted to ask you about this one line. I just want to know if you
Okay.
said this. You said the foolishment. You said foolishment. The foolishment I gave up for Lent. That's what you said.
A foolishness that I gave up for Lent.
A foolishness
A
that you,
foolishness.
a foolishness that you gave up for Lent. You talking about Lent like
Yeah.
the when you give up
Yeah.
meat and all that stuff for that
Yeah.
was crazy. I just want you to know I caught that. That was crazy. And yeah, man. Yeah, I'm becoming a fan of your work, sis. For real, for real. Great job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thanks for the space. It's good to be here. All right, good night, y'all.
Good night, Queen.
Good night.
Oh man, second half looking real nice. I look, it's 11:09. If you input iron in the chat so far, and you trying to get on the mic, you definitely want to do that. You wanna put that iron in the chat. So, brother Habib, who else we got on the chat? Who's next? Who's the next iron in the chat?
Yes, we have one of my favorites, Vicky. Mama's in the
Oh,
building. She's
the
coming
all
up.
around queen.
The all
Let's
around
bring the
queen is
queen
in
on
the
up to the stage.
building. We got you too, boo. We got you coming. We got you.
All right, let me send Mama, send her
I think
invite.
I sent her two
Oh,
of
there
them.
we go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Hey, Mama, how you doing?
Greetings, greetings. I'm doing quite upset as usual. You know how everything affects me, and so sometimes it affects me to the point where I'm starting to like get bent over with just so much stuff on my back. The last thing was Jill Scott, and I just don't understand how these brothers would get on the internet and actually start saying some stuff about what she did. I mean, I'm like, if you didn't speak up when they raided the January 6th raid and tried to kill people, y'all don't got nothing to say about her changing the lyrics to the national anthem. And I am totally upset with people that even have anything to say about that because she said what she said, she did what she did, and she spoke the truth.
I didn't even hear
Nothing
about
wrong
this. You
with it.
said, oh, she changed the lyrics to the national anthem. I
Man,
gotta
it's all of
Yeah,
I
it.
gotta
she
go
killed
listen to
it.
that. I gotta go listen
She
to
killed
that.
it.
That's
Oof.
that's on my to
It
do
was
list. As soon as the
it was
show is over, I'm going to listen to that.
It was at a big event, the Essence 50th Hip Hop Awards,
Mm,
and she was the closer. And when it's time for her to sing the national anthem, but what she says is she don't sing it because she had wrote those lyrics to it when she was a teenager,
mm,
and she never got a chance to say it because she don't believe in the real national anthem. And who does? We all know what's going on.
mm-hmm.
So this what I'm going to read today is just it's an add-on to different situations that I've been going through, starting with Trump and then other people that that I have contact with. So it's like a vent basically. So I'm just gonna go ahead
All right,
and
Mama.
hi, brother Habib. I'm so glad to hear you,
How you doing, Queen? How's it going?
man. I'm telling you, this stuff be just on me. This period. I mean, yeah, I want brother um, Green to really go in and check that out so we can
Did
talk
you
about
know
it.
that the original Mama, the original national anthem, I believe, was had like some type of a racist overtone,
Yeah, yes, I
Yeah,
and
think it was
the
another
third the
lyric.
the third the third stanza.
Right,
The herald and slave,
right.
and all that. Yeah, they don't
The
talk
whole
about
thing is
that.
the whole thing is negative. Even the bombs bursting in the air. Who wants to be celebrating bombing people?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, the whole thing is negative, and then it overshadows Juneteenth with no blacks out there shooting up fireworks
Yeah,
and,
they
and
don't. Like,
celebrating that. But then,
I was just saying that. I was like, Juneteenth, I didn't hear firecracker. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear firecracker. The 4th of July, man, they done put so many. They done probably put a hole in the ozone layer. They done lit so many firecrackers, man. It's crazy, but it's crazy with us that, we don't realize that. You find black people, will embrace so many other different cultures and traditions, but not our own. We find no value in our own. Like, I seen black people dressed up in all green celebrating St. Patty's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Like, for real? This what we
Wow.
doing now? And you know what I'm saying? And they about it. But
well,
when it
that's
comes to
because they want to
Juneteenth,
drink. Ooh, man, I'm just telling
yeah, I
you,
gotta
that
listen
nerd
to
line.
it. I
Talk
gotta
about
listen to it. Yeah,
we're
I'm gonna go listen to
disgusted.
it.
What, you disgusted? Oh my God. If I could see one of them, see, I know myself. I just don't let me come in contact with nobody in person saying that bullshit. Anyway, this goes on. It's a whole rant about all the different stuff that goes on. So let me just go ahead into it.
All right, mama, you got it.
Starts off like this. Invited to speak. So I was speaking. People will invite you to speak, but don't care for what you have to say. Because I offend just because of who I am. I offend the ears of the unjust and the ruthless, and if you pay attention, you'll see what happens when I speak. It's so unique. I point, I click, I deliver the fatal shots of my speech. If you wonder why I don't get to speak, if you wonder why I get cut off in midair, think. It's clearly understood some of us cannot be micromanaged by those who will silence us and rush to hush us. After being asked by invitation to discuss, it is embarrassing to say the least, thusly showing their disgust as truth sayers speak an aggressive intolerance, tongue in cheek. The one who invites you to speak doesn't like your approach. So to show their disdain, they show aggravation. They stop you before you can nurture a point. Like a selfish sex partner saying it's over because they prematurely came. Now, not really trying to hear about any undercover situations that may complicate this nation. So do be mindful of who you invite to the podium. Trust is an important obligation. Everyone is not everyone that wants us to become everyone does not want us to become as one. So once again I rest my case and I run in place, getting nowhere. Excuse me if I don't respond to your call the third time, or run to fulfill any obligation to your invitation. Once again, I came at your request. I should have known it was a trap. Glad I didn't snap, spinning my wheels and running in place again. Shame on me, because in the first place, trusting you again was my disgrace. Could you hurry up and hear this? Be mindful of the 5 minutes left to share? My bad. I know I should have known better. Someone asked me, why do I try? I don't know why. I thought he was a sincere guy. Twice is a charm. Third time will do me harm. This time I won't lose my grace. I will silence my wicked thoughts as I run again in place, getting nowhere. How can you trust the ones that went over to the other camp and never came back? He went over to get the magic clover. Moreover, the secrets were not kept. Yet, they kept him as a pet. Who knows what to expect when the lizard sheds his skin and goes into the enemy camp to get the game plan and peep the strategy, but then starts walking to the beat of the enemies, singing in harmony. Okay, oh say, can't you see that he's walking off beat as he kneels at the feet of those taking the king's seat? So he sits in their lap and gives them a dirty slap and he submits to their deceit. The tape is on repeat, like deja vu, afraid of the new flavor for the naysayers as he laps up the attention and claps, and he ain't even strapped. And they gas up his rap. He's so full of crap. Though you thought he knew better than that. Read between the lines of the last letter, so follow who emotionless zombies with brain lobotomies gave him the potion and the magic lotion, but he never rubbed it on when he went for devotion. He is now quietly manding my station. Can't hear what he's saying. Though he's saying a lot, I say I can't hear what he's saying. Most what he speaks is download talk. That's because I am sagacious and equipped to be hip to this pretentious nature. This was just a test to practice my craft. If it made sense, I would not be surprised if we all get a laugh, but because we all can be defined through enemy eyes, so be careful who you send to retrieve secrets behind enemy lines. He seems to be friendly, yet he's the only one allowed to speak, so I retreat and go where I'm appreciated and not tolerated behind the lies and unorthodox behavior. No one knows why or what the psychology seems to be. Seems the one who is spying for the wrong team is so impressed with being impressive. Hey, I got the goods. I know shit. Look at me. I'm in charge of these documents. These documents are only for important people like me. Yet he admits he spills them beans on himself. And that's because what comes up must come out. Long talkers like diarrhea can't stop talking shit. They go on and really slow. When the clock strikes the closing hour, there's never time left for those who's next, except to interrupt them. Their ears are blind. Their ears are blind. Abruptly interrupt to tell you the time. We're short of time. And then they chime in as the micromanager. Then he pulls you behind enemy lines. Then announces, as you're still speaking, it's the top of the hour. The top of the hour is nigh. Fool me once, shame on you. You know the rest. So I point and click with my poetry, and the rest is history. Poem.
Yes, mama. I see what you mean. Definitely one of those vent pieces. And you just let a lot of it just, you know what I'm saying, come out. Dope. You know, sometimes we just need those pieces to be able to vent what's going on, all the stuff that's pent up, all the things that's bothering us. You know, it's a therapy. You know, we get a lot out like that. But your pieces are always reminiscent of news. Listen to what's going on, take some information. It's always reminiscent of like the last poets to me. Always trying to tell me something, prepare me for something. Gil Scott Heron, this is what your poem reminds me of, or your poetry in general. But yeah, mom, I felt it was one of those vent pieces, man. You just had to get it out. Dope piece. Brother Habib, what you thought about it?
Yeah, honestly, I truly admire you, Mama, because you always have a poem for every situation, whatever's going on. You've been writing to the extent that you have tapped into to everything, what's going on, the energy, and you're able to express it, man, so beautifully. So thank you so much, Mama, for sharing that with us.
You're very welcome. And I just wanted to say that we need to do a whole program on that, Jill Scott. So Daniel, if you're willing to do it, I mean, I would like to get, we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
So,
we can do that, a panel discussion on that. Let me get abreast to it and to see what's going on with it. And
okay.
yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm
All
definitely with
right,
that.
then. Brother Habib, I still love you, boy.
You already know I still love you, mama.
Ain't gonna be no fraternizing when my brother Payne ain't here.
Yeah,
So,
Payne, hey, he ain't here no
so
more. What you
just
doing? What?
know, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold him down. Ain't gonna be no fraternizing over here with mama. I know how it goes
Okay.
down.
I holla.
All right, Mama O. Oh man, beautiful night of poetry thus far. All right, we 7 minutes out. We 7 minutes out, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get on the stage, now is the time to press iron, to type iron in the chat now if you want to solidify a slot on stage. What's the queue looking like, brother Habib? How many more people we got?
We excuse me. We got automatic charisma. He's next. We have Mai Tai
All
is
right.
after brother automatic charisma. We have I think I saw Boo is in the building.
Okay.
We have let me see. I saw some more people too. Rebel Jones is in the building.
All right, Rebel Jones. He's the last one to put iron. As far as I see, the last person is Rebel Jones. So right now,
Yeah.
as of now, we got 4 in queue. All right. So like you guys know, 11:30, excuse me, 11:30, we're gonna turn the hand raising off. So if you decide to get on the stage, you haven't spit yet, type iron in the chat and come on up and share a piece with us. All right, so you said the next one on the list is our brother Arthur, right?
Yeah, the next one on the list was Mr. Automatic Charisma.
Automatic charisma. Let's bring him up to the stage. All right, who's the next person we had after that? You said Mai Tai was next after
Mai Tai is in the
it's
building.
on then. Let's get it. Let's
building.
bring Mai Tai up to the stage. I'm excited. Let's go. What's good with you, Mai Tai?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We're good. We're good. What you
Can
got
you
for?
hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you good. You sound good.
Okay. Um, okay. Peace and blessings, everybody. I got this piece. I wrote it actually a couple months ago, but I had went back at it. I had run back and read it. I had like almost revamped it, added some lines to it at the end. And I titled it "What's with This World." Y'all can hear me good?
Yes, we can hear you perfect, sis.
Okay. What's with this world? Why are we telling our little boys to be little girls? Why are children being exposed to an adult's world? Why do we have grown-ups teaching babies how to cuss? Why do we have grown men grooming our young ladies to be young sluts? Yeah, that sounds harsh, but it's the truth because teenage pregnancy is going through the roof and don't nobody care because the baby's not theirs. Then you be sending your kids anywhere to get them out your hair. I'm not a parent, so maybe I shouldn't care, but I once was a child, so I know it's fair. These babies need their mamas and their daddies, an iPhone or a tablet. Electronics creates bad habits, and unfortunately, they feel they need to have it. Kids don't go outside anymore, probably only to go to the store, or they see their young friends in a corner selling drugs to our old men. What's with this world? Young kings out here selling work, young queens learning how to twerk, grown ass people being proud of it with a smirk, then wonder why predators lurk, throwing these babies to the wolves, think, thinking all this bullshit is cool. So you're not gonna tell them that this world is cruel. So you're not gonna tell them to stay in school. I thought we were breaking generational curses, fool. Young ladies, put your clothes back on. You're doing it wrong. Young men, put the guns down. Excuse me. Young men, put down the guns, cause jail's not fun. And for you grown folks, do better, be better, show them better. Why? Because you know better. Peace.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Whoa. Talking about sentiment. Whoa. This right here is it. This punch in the face right here. You talk about the things that's plaguing our community, things that we allow to fester, and it don't get no better. We gotta really check. What's the trajectory, of our future as a people. When you look at our community, I'm talking about the black community. We look at our community, you know, we're plagued with a lot of different things that other people are not really suffering from. And it's a reason. It's very deliberate why we have the mindset that we have. And I love the fact that you brought awareness to that. You brought awareness to that. The grooming, what our young sisters see, being a woman is. Lupe did this song called Bad Bitch. I thought that was just that piece just deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. You know what I'm saying? That's how profound that piece was. And all these things that affect our community, you brought awareness to it. I thought you did a great job with that, Mai Tai. Sentiment right on point, and it was right in your face, man. Great job. What you thought about it, Grant Griot?
Man, what's interesting is you seem so young, and man, you really woke though. You were what it's a blessing, man, to hear young people have the ability to not only see what's going on, but to speak out against it and ring the alarm against the insanity that's plaguing our community and the insanity that they're trying to veil our children with. And you have created just like a it's like a what do you call it? Just like an anthem to some extent of what was happening and what we need to do as far as to wake up. So I really do appreciate this poem, man. It's a necessary piece. It's very necessary and crucial that these words be spread across our community to the youth and to parents and those young people who may not even be familiar with what's going on. They need to hear it, man. People need to wake up, man. So thank you so much, Queen.
That was right along the lines of your joint Occupy. You made mention in that joint Occupy, about the TVs and these tablets raising our children. Yo, give them the tablet. They be out of our here for a couple of hours, and we ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, get that tablet. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
it's so. But you know what though? This is what she just did, man. This is what's necessary, man. Because people, honestly, bro, there's people who don't even realize it, man. It's so crazy when you pull up. I've seen people in a car. I pull up next to them, and they will be like smoking cigarettes with the windows up, and they got their kid in the car with them. Just like little fundamental common sense stuff. People don't have any common sense, man. It's all gone, and we need to speak out.
Yeah, man, it's real, man. And I like the fact that you brought attention to the grooming that's going on. The convoluting genders and things of that. I'm not gonna go too deep on that, but convoluting things and grooming the children for this. I seen this one meme where the guy was reading from these books, reading from books that they say are now that you can have in the library, and the vulgarity, the content of these books, the subject matter is just twisted. But the books they took out of the libraries, you know what I'm saying? You be like, what? They took that out to replace it with this? You like, yo, you be astonished. So it's just like, man, it definitely needs to be spoken about. We need to talk about it. And the poets, that's our job. We're duty bound to reflect the times. A poet, a great poet will reflect the times. His poetry will reflect the times. The things that's going on. It's like they're the CNN news anchor. They're getting a real scoop. So I appreciate you, Mai Tai, coming through with that piece, a relevant piece for us, man. We can all learn from and resonate with.
I thank y'all for allowing me to have the space.
Most definitely, sis.
Y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all for having me.
You too, Queen.
You too. Honestly, I thought she was about to do some erotic piece the way she came on. That's why I ain't doing it. I was like, okay, my time. What you talking about?
The smoky
Nigga was
voice.
like, wake your ass up, nigga.
Wake up. Remember school days? Wake
Uh,
wake up. Nigga's crazy. Oh man. Thanks for coming through, Mata. We appreciate you, sis. All right, bro. Well, who we got next, brother Habib, man? Who we got next, man? The night is
next up
progressing.
on the mic. Let's see. We have Mai Tai, and then we have. What we got? I think I had it.
I know Boo was in that lineup somewhere.
I know definitely Bulls in the line. Let me see. I'm trying to. Rebel Jones was
Rebel,
last.
yeah, he was last. Rebel Jones was last.
All right. Mai Tai. I think Boo. It must be
Yeah, it
Boo.
was
I'm
Boo
trying to.
because it was automatic. It was automatic, Mr. Automatic. We could try to get him again, Mr. Automatic.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Like I felt like we missed somebody, but
Yeah,
it's
Mr. Automatic, charismatic. We tried to bring him up, but he didn't come up. So let's give him one more try to see can we bring him up to the stage. All right, he's been invited up, but he's not. Well, maybe he don't know how to use that function. But in any event, it's 11:35, so the list is absolutely closed. So if it's Boo, we're gonna bring Boo on up to the stage, and then the last performer would then be our brother Rebel, right?
Rebel Jones.
All right, so let's bring Boo on up to the stage. Hey Boo, what's good with you?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. Let me tell you guys
Boo.
first, before we even get into this, I just had the pleasure of interviewing Boo on my podcast this past week, and her episode dropped Friday. So that episode was out yesterday. So if you guys don't know, I'm gonna put that link up in the chat so you guys can go check out that interview with Boo. Dope interview. You know what I'm saying? She spit some dope ass poetry. I want to go check that out. But yeah, Boo, what's going on with you, sis?
Not much. Just working, as always.
Did you say twerking or working?
Working, no.
Come on, Boo.
I don't know how to twerk.
Don't do that, Boo.
Throw it back.
Don't
Don't stop.
Throw it back.
Oh man. You say you was twerking. Nah. Boo wasn't
It didn't
twerking.
sound like she said twerking.
I need some tequila to start twerking, I think.
What you got for the people tonight, Boo?
Just a poem that I wrote for my friend's contest over on the other website. So, yeah, that's what I wrote about.
All right,
So,
the stage is all yours.
I don't have a title yet, but it goes like this. In the fading echo of a breath's release lies the weight of tales untold buried deep, whispers of life longing to find peace as the final notes of this journey they keep. In the tender arms of an eternal night, the symphony of life fades into the unknown as the spirit soars bathed in shimmering light, whispers of eternity softly untoned. Lies the weight of tales untold buried deep, a tapestry woven with memories thread by thread, as the final notes of this journey they keep in poignant pauses where silence is said. As tapestries woven with memories thread by thread, feeding moments etched upon a heart's wall, in poignant pauses where silence is said, surrendering to time's inevitable call. Fleeting moments etched upon a heart's wall, as the breath fades, the soul starts to ascend, surrounding to time's inevitable call, embracing eternity where all sorrows will mend. As the breath fades, the soul starts to ascend, whispers of life longing to find peace, embracing eternity where all sorrows mend in the fading echo of the breath's release. A soul ascends on golden wings, set to soar, the echoes of the final breath resound, finding solace in forevermore, the sacred silence, eternal peace is found. End poem.
Wow. Oh man, Boo, you just got this way of just putting us in a trance. You know, with all those complex poetry schemes and sciences and tools, it's like, wow, man. Dope piece, man. I love the simple rhyme scheme, but in between the stanzas is like a deep metaphors. It's deep, it's very thought provoking. As always, man, your poetry is very it lends to be pondered. Your work is like, it may seem on the surface to be a simple rhyme scheme with it, but it's very complex and intricate, and I really appreciate that about your work, boo, for real. uh
Thank you
grand
so much.
grand Griot, what you thought about it?
Man, I love Boo, man. I really do, man. She's so kind. She's so kind, and she's it's deep, yo. She's so deep at the same time. It's kind of like her. You got to listen to that like 3 or 4 times, man. You really got to listen to her work.
Yes,
You know what I mean? It's not as simple as just hearing it once and you got, oh, I got, no, you got to listen to it. So many layers and it's so many complex word pattern, the schemes. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Bill. I really do appreciate you.
definitely. All right.
Thank you very much.
Most definitely. Yeah, y'all go check out that interview, man, with Boo, man. Dope interview. All right, y'all. We caught up with our brother, Mr. Automatic, Charismatic. What's going on, King?
I'm doing fine. How y'all doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. What you got for the people tonight?
Man, I got a freestyle. I just want to acknowledge all the great poetry that I've heard, and I do have to say this. Kimbrella, when she had that poem, that was a beautiful poem. The Sister Taraji,
Mm,
um, Sister Taraji saying "Happy Birthday" to me on my birthday. I will never forget it.
mm.
One, yeah, a sweetheart. I mean, she was very sweet and kind. You know what I mean? So, and they always had chemistry. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I'm
Definitely.
gonna do a freestyle, and
Oh,
I'm gonna dedicate this to Frederick Douglass.
all right.
And the name of this freestyle is "I Must Mourn." I know today is that you celebrate a day from the scars and the pain, and seems like nothing has changed. Getting hit upside the head, and it seems like these days when we feel like we're brain dead. No justice, no equality, not even an apology, not even reparations, not even that type of legislation to even see these hands picking from the cotton from these fields that they have killed in time in this life that they have rebuilt. I must mourn because every breath that I take, every day that I'm awake, you see, I had to go ahead and educate in everything that I create. It's a time for improvement. It's a time for movement. It's a time for justice. Everything is necessary. Even when you listen to the adversary, hung by trees, like killing us, like they want to kill us like a disease. Maybe I am everyone that was part of that painful society, immaterial, just whistling to the white woman, and she had him killed, and those murderers got off scot free. But I must mourn because I know you want to go ahead and start the fireworks, and I know you want to barbecue, but I know you want to say, hey, this is the day for America was free, but who was free? Can you see? Can you be in this land of free when we are pulled over and these bullets may hit us like Philando Castile? But see, this is a freedom at will. And the blood that has spilled, our conscious minds have to remind us that We are still fighting a war. I must mourn like the tears in my eyes and the days that I will not compromise. My freedom is the day that I adjust. My freedom is a day that is built for us. My day is a day of freedom that I read the books and telling the truth of my story, not his story. And this is a time making my voice very clear. You see, it has to be freedom or death, like everywhere. Give me liberty or death. Give me liberty or death until my last breath. But while you celebrating, I'm evaluating. I'm going to be educated. But right now, with all my tears, like the rain, I must mourn. Mr. Automatic Charismatic Lyrical Engine and gives in the Marlin Pipe and Drive.
All right, Mr. Automatic Charismatic. Let me ask you, because you said this was a freestyle, and people got different, definitions of what a freestyle is. Now, when you say you're freestyling, are you going on off top of the head? Like you writing this poem, you going off the top of the head. All right. I kind of figured that. Cause and when you rapping and they say, yo, I'm gonna kick a freestyle, some people under the impression that that's off the head and it'll be a written, but it's not a song, it's just a free write, So that was amazing. For the fact that that's coming right off the head, it was very cohesive. On top of that, you kept in line with the refrain, of the mourn. You kept bringing it back, and each time you brought it back, it was relevant throughout the whole piece. That's crazy how you said you're gonna do a poem off the dome about Frederick Douglass, and for you to pinpoint,
One of my favorites.
yeah, you pinpoint all of these different aspects, all these different historical moments, and I thought that was just phenomenal to be able to do that and it being off the dome. For that to be off the dome, man, that was very composed, man. You can definitely freestyle. You can definitely freestyle, man. Great subject matter as well, my brother, man. I enjoyed that, brother.
Thank you. I picture myself
Mm-hmm.
being Frederick Douglass.
Mm. Mm. Profound, my brother. Very profound. Grio, what you thought about it?
Yeah, man, I was listening because he said freestyle. I was like, all right, we're gonna see freestyle. And then it was like, okay, this dude hitting the rhyme schemes. Yo, it was dope, man. Honestly, it's like tough to freestyle with substance.
Mm-hmm.
People, a lot of rappers, like I can freestyle too, but it'll be just like, off the top of my dome, dropping the
Mm-hmm.
poem with the chrome, you know what I'm saying? But to have a message inside of the freestyle, that is very, very
Yes.
difficult.
Yes.
Because you're limiting the words that you can use. You have to select only words that rhyme that are approaching the subject matter. And he was able to do that. That's very technical, man. So salute to you, brother. Salute.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that we, as far as especially black folks, I think we, I would say is that anybody wants to learn black people, maybe we get understand about racism if everybody studies what we went through. You know what I mean? And I would invite anybody if they want to learn because I feel like when we went to high school, we learned about other history and not our history.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They pushed the narrative. So I think that, the Frederick Douglass had a speech, a commencement speech, that America invited Frederick Douglass and on the 4th of July. And it's very interesting about what Mama said about how we celebrating, people celebrating the 4th of I call it Fourth of a damn lie, and not Juneteenth. I consider Juneteenth as the continued fight for liberation.
Mm.
It's not the that okay we were free. No, we have to keep fighting. Like Fred Hampton, like Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X, Dr. King. You know, we have to continue the fight of the ancestors and the elders, and we have to like just come together and everything that we had to fight for, like reparations of that nature, nothing was given to us. So we have to keep that in mind. That everything that we get, voting rights, everything that we have gotten, we had to fight for.
Mm. And like Mama said in a piece she spit last week, all these things, they see that all the things that we fought for in the Civil Rights Act, they're taking them away. They're taking them away, or you will find other people utilizing and benefiting from these legislations more so than the people that it was intended for, and it's crazy, and a lot of that is the reason behind that is that we just don't know. A lot of us just don't know, and in this day and age, it's become cool to not know. Not knowing has become cool. It's like there's nothing wrong with not knowing. So when there's not an urgency to propel the people to seek information, to be able to be abreast about what's going on, you'll lose that desire. People just won't care anymore. But that's why the scribes are needed. The poets are needed, because poets are always going to bring those issues that's relevant to humanity, that's relevant to the community, that's relevant to justice and liberation. So yes, brother, man, I salute you for that piece.
Yes.
And great.
And our rights come into bills, they come into law. So nobody has a voting. We have the Voting Rights Act, and that is voted upon. And that's crazy. How our voting rights are voted again. How the Constitution had to be amended to be to include us. But I still call it contradiction. And everything that you could think of, CON. America's been playing the con game against us for over 400 years and counting.
Mm-hmm. And they'll continue to play the games until we decide that we had enough and we can unite.
Yes.
And Malcolm said it. I believe in a speech in 1965 or 1964. He had said, that when you take these same digits, he said you take and slap a person, you can do a little bit of damage. But it'll be no amount of damage compared to when you close these digits up and you make a fist. And then you can really feel, your enemy can feel that you ain't playing. When we all divided and one finger's over here, that's right. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together, man. And it's not even about nationalists or being about nationalism. It's about just that fight for liberation and justice. No matter what's your background or your walk of life, we're all suffering from being black. We're all suffering from the hue of our skin, in some degree or another. We're going through it. And it shouldn't be that way. In 2023, like, we passed this shit already. Like, it's getting to the point, like really? Like, what do you take us for? So so much that we've contributed to this society, so much that we've contributed for the constant slaps in the face, the constant spits in the face, and it's crazy, man. But definitely, man, dope piece, my brother. Great content, man. Thank you for sharing that, my brother, man. Most definite, King. Come back, don't be a stranger, brother. Yeah, man, definitely.
I'm always I'm gonna come. I mean, I'm a truck driver at heart. So, but I'm always a poet. I don't care how many times I drive 18 rig, I'm still a poet.
That's right. And we appreciate your poetry, King. Thank you, man. Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
All right, now We getting up to the last one, man. I think it was our brother Rebel. Am I right, brother Habib?
Yes, it was. It was Brother Rebel.
All right, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for Rebel. Let's bring brother Rebel on up to the stage. What's going on? What's going on with you? There you go.
Shit, I'm over here talking and everything. How y'all doing?
What's good? What's good, my brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. This is my first time in on your show. I don't usually have time to come on here and enjoy the clubhouse.
Welcome.
I'm in charge of a big family, but my family left me home and went on vacation so I could have peace and quiet for a little bit.
All right. I feel that. I wish I had some of that right now. I feel that. But what you got?
I wanna make y'all uncomfortable tonight.
Okay.
So that's the name of the piece, is Uncomfortable.
Let's get it.
You see, I'm sitting next to you, and you're sitting next to me, and the only thing between us is radio waves, 2 cell phones, a tablet, an Xbox, and a fucking TV. How do we talk to each other? What does human interaction even mean? We're all plugged in some form or fashion. All the problems in this world. And this is just a fraction. What's going to happen when we plunge back into the dark ages and have no more functioning electronic satisfaction? I'm currently sitting on the outside of the world looking back in, and I'm telling you now it's a sad state we're in. Tears happen. But you can't say that, especially if you're a man. Society has made you weak for feeling, categorized as mental illness, a pill for that, just to suppress the dangers of emotions and caring. How will they persecute my masculinity when I yell out that I'm saddened, not depressed? It's a made up term, but emotionally invested in mankind's current devastation. There's a wicked cloud hanging over what it means to be today, what it means to be human, and it doesn't include anywhere about being humane in the definition. A lack of consideration and compassion is what it takes to nowadays to make it in this sea of dysfunction. Filled with unhealthy, chaotic distractions, and you're nobody no more if you're not part of a political or religious faction. I'm not understanding with the big attraction, serving the current slave master. Life nowadays all over this damn planet is a fucking disaster where the doomsday is waiting to happen. Let me take a moment to tell you what exactly this is and what exactly this isn't. This here is not your regularly scheduled program or a piece without substance. This here is my fingers working on idle to bring you with the spirit inside wishes to speak, and it generally is noteworthy, something to keep in memory when you're looking at the world, questioning your reality and all of its vast frailties. But we weren't really that weak, are we? We are blessed daily, given 365 to be exact, to get it right year after year, yet conformity to the rules that make little to no sense unless I just don't understand the riddle in which we exist that seems to be ruled over the natural rights universally given to each of us. This can't be real, this life that we live, where superiority is based on financial class and the color of your skin, political beliefs or faith and religion, attacking philosophies and theories based on beliefs of who's right. I say none of us, but nothing's truly been proven, especially when how many instances history and scientific proof has been disproven. Look at history and it's breaking down of the human through greed and consume. And it's like someone put something in the water. I don't drink from the tap no more, or else you may suffer side effects like you was roofied and mind raped foolishly over and over and over again. As the embers of human sickness rises from the flames of life, sadness kind of floods the eyes and the mind of those who see the truth as those few who still hold their own hearts, minds, and souls. Those few whom haven't allowed another to control flow of what they think or how they move or even the things that they choose to do. What kind of control is being held over you? Go ahead and ask yourself this question if this message was uncomfortably directed towards you. Peace.
Whoa, whoa, brother. Very first time, man, I'm hearing you. This is the first time I'm hearing you, King, and you've made an impression. Off the gate, man, just right out the gate, man, just your emphaticness and the power, the passion, a definitely a sufficient title, you know, uncomfortable, you know, right out the gate, man. And you led and you spoke about some things, or you brought awareness to some things, man, that we was talking about. Was kind of like the recurring theme tonight. You know, different pieces was talked about it, and it was talking about, you know, all these different devices that we use. And these devices is supposed to be really geared towards our convenience, but it's really geared toward our decisiveness, man, and our division, dividing ourselves and causing these rifts. You know, they got a beef between Apple users and Android users. Like it's like a real beef.
Like the East Coast, West Coast,
Yeah,
shit.
like damn, for real. Like it's way more important shit for us to be talking about, or for us to be, you know, entertaining ourselves with than this. But it's pieces like this that brings us that awareness, man.
And that's why in the pieces of history being disproven often by new discoveries and science being disproven by new discoveries, but nobody's speaking about those things because everybody's involved in speaking about who's the best sports team, or whose religion is right, or left wing or right wing, or if the earth is flat or round. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous the shit that we fighting about, man. No, like,
definitely,
come on,
man.
man.
These are
Look at the world. The world is moving so fast in front of us. We're never gonna catch up, man.
Yeah, man. Like we really gotta pay attention, man, because like you said, the world is moving. You know, whether you move with it or not, whether whether you're able to adapt or not, is a moot point.
Right.
But we gotta, as a people, we gotta really start waking up, man, and just not stop allowing just anything to get past us. You know, it's becoming like it's becoming a joke now. Every new meme, you know, every new trend is like, what the fuck, you know, like think about the 60s. Think about what went down in the 60s, what our people did in the 60s, man. And we over here doing TikTok dances and shit. So it's like it's really things that we need to think about, things that we really need to be like just sit down and ponder, man. This is the type of poetry that brings that type of awareness, you know, to the community, to the peoples. They can hear it. And I love the fact that it was uncomfortable. I love the fact that you came not holding no punches and it's like, yo, this is what's going on. Like turn these goddamn these pads off, these gadgets, and you know, and let's get back to the manual shit. You know, let's get back to the, you know, like to the nitty gritty, man.
I'm raising a teenager right now, and he's all into these video games and animes and shit. And I found that when I want to have interaction, face to face interaction with him, I unplug the internet. This dude comes out of his house like, man, something's wrong with the internet. I said, no, it's time to interact with human beings again, man. You've been in there for longest, you know.
That's
I don't really subscribe to none of this shit, really. I mean, unless it's to come on and do shit like this, you won't catch me really online on social medias. And I used to try to be a YouTuber. I had me a little YouTube channel and shit. I just don't subscribe to none of that shit no more. I went and bought me some property in the country and a house, and I'm enjoying the earth, man.
Shout out to you, King. Emphatic piece. Great job, my brother. Brother Habib, what you thought about that piece?
Man, I'm just loving it, man, because this is really you know, the topic is near and dear to me, and this is a beautiful day, man, when the world is waking up and people are speaking, bringing awareness to. It's almost like this, man. It's almost like this. I was talking to this dude, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a tattoo here. He was telling me all these tattoos he got. You know, no big deal." Then he said, "You got any tattoos?" And I said, "No." He said, "Man, that's strange. That's weird."
That's crazy.
Yeah, he
That's
got tattooed
crazy.
on his
You're
forehead.
weird.
Yes, bro. See what's happening, man? And so now we got to make the truth prevail, man. We gotta change the narrative, man, back to what it's supposed to be, and this is what the brother Rebel just did, man. So salute to you, King. Outstanding job.
Definitely,
I
my brother.
also, before y'all cut me loose, I want to say hi to Mama and Gina down there. I see y'all ladies.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's good? Gina Storm in the building.
Yeah,
Oh man.
this is my first time ever meeting you cats, and it's something people know me for. But I'd like to say thank you for waking up today.
Most definite, King.
Man, thank you, King. I appreciate
Happy
you,
to
man.
be awoke, awakened. Definitely, man. Definitely, man. Great job, my brother. Great job. All right,
Thank you.
man. This has been a phenomenal night of spoken word. Phenomenal spoken word. Uh I seen Gina down in the goo, and she wanted to come on up, man. She get privileges that other people wouldn't normally get. You know what I'm saying? Gina Storm, we go back like car seats. So I'm gonna bring Gina up, and Gina, would you mind closing for us tonight? Bring you on up to the stage. Give a
Oh,
warm
I feel some type of way.
What's good with you, Queen? How you doing?
I'm like, I'm breezy, but when you bring me up here with that kind of intro, I feel like I have a duty and obligation, like show my entire ass.
That's
And
right, the
I was just trying to
whole
say,
thing.
hey, all right,
Oh man, yeah, you're gonna be the closer, Queen. You the closer.
all right.
You closing us out. Do your thing, sister. The stage is all yours.
I'm gonna show up and show out, and automatic charismatic knows that this is what I do. He calls me the freestyle king, queen, and he's the king. I don't even know how he got in this position. It's something that he came up with, not me. I love to read pieces that I wrote previously, but right now I'm just gonna go off the energy. So this is dedicated to the poets that I heard since I've been in the room, and it was automatic charismatic and my brother Rebel P Jones. And I'm gonna title this piece "Reality." I went to bed in pain. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to sleep immediately because I could not shut down my brain. I put on a movie that I thought was going to help me be calm because sometimes certain people's voices keep me from having triggers and they're not sounding an alarm. One of them, and you're probably gonna laugh, is Tom Hanks. I'll be honest with you. When he speaks, even in the movie Forrest Gump, I still feel comfortable. The other one is Denzel Washington. A lot of you ladies understand what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with anything sexual. It's just that he's a calming force. He has one of those voices like Morgan Freeman that when he's speaking, you just feel like everything's going to be okay. So even if I went to bed and I felt like I had a really bad day, the reality is I still feel real good when I shut it down. My body, my mind, my soul can be at rest and at ease. I find myself wrestling in the sheets. I'm caught up and tangled. My legs are a pretzel. My arms are gripping for things that are not there. I'm remembering what it was like when there was someone on the other side of my bed. We could share. It would be conversations. Sometimes we would watch a movie together, listen to music, and it would just be okay. See, until about a month ago, I realized that I've been single for a long time and it used to be okay. The reality is, I was built, born, designed, and destined to be a wife. I've been one twice previously and they both ended in divorce. So I assure you this when I talk about me, I love to infinity and I never wanted that to be my destination. But with all intents and for whatever reason, I still had to end it with the divorce decree being the end of that connection for me. So I am not just seeking my final husband, but I want the reality to be the dream. See, I'm searching and making myself available for my final king. He won't be my last husband. He'll be my final seat. I won't be getting married again. I will not be getting divorced. One of us is going to die. I'm not saying that I'm going to take his life. No, the reality is, even though 187 is my nickname and everybody knows that I throw punch and I can be violent when I have to be, that's not what I'm searching for. My reality is this. I love love to infinity. And I have so many good things to bring to the table that I want a man to sit there and to feed. This isn't some drive-through restaurant where you can get something off the dollar menu. I am soul food. Make you feel whole and good. I simply want to have the fairy tale and the dream. My reality is to once again be a queen who has a king. I can hold it down on my own and my crown stays straight. But the reality is, me being by myself is something that I hate. So all I actually want is to make myself available and receptive to the energy that the universe brings. And I know that the creator and the ancestors have already selected my last king. I'm here for him. My reality is, I'm patiently waiting. I'm Gina Storm. Thank you for indulging me. That's my piece.
Wow. Absolutely phenomenal, man. I wish I could freestyle like that, man. Whoa.
Exactly, man. I was just thinking that, bro. I was just
I
thinking
wish I could
that.
freestyle like that, man. That
Thank
just
God for the replay so I can play it back because I don't even know what I said.
oh
Ooh-wee.
man. That was powerful, man. You kept the refrain of the reality too, and the love that you're talking about. You said, when are you gonna die? I felt that. like
Yeah,
That's
because you
right.
know what?
She said, "The last
Those
time I
wedding
kill him."
vows.
that's
Until
right.
death do we part. I
Indeed.
don't want to be on Snapped or wearing an orange jumpsuit. I want to be the reason that my husband no longer exists. Nah.
Mm,
I want to be his good thing. I want him to wake up in the morning when he opens his eyes. Like Rebel P. Jones always says, he's happy to be alive. And he would say, thank you for waking up this morning because, Ma, you're my gift. That's what
mm.
I'm searching for.
That's right. It's a beautiful sentiment. It's a beautiful sentiment. And it's plausible, possible, and it's being manifested right now. That poem speaks it into existence. The universe is listening, and
Thank you.
definitely it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I believe that. Whoa, powerful piece,
I
man.
needed that. I'm waiting for him. I appreciate you so, so much, King. Thank you
That's
for
right.
saying that.
He's
Whew,
coming.
I'm optimistic, if anything.
That's right. He's definitely coming. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be too far behind either, man. You got a radiance about you, sister, for real. Oh man, this has been a beautiful, beautiful night of poetry. Beautiful night of poetry. I want to thank all you guys that came through sharing your art, sharing pieces of your soul, spoken soul. It's like what I like to call it. I name my podcast Spoken Soul Sessions. What we do, we're speaking from our soul. You know what I mean? It's coming from our soul. It's pieces of us. It's pieces of our essence. These words that we generate, that we construct, that we organize, they're not in vain. These words are not in vain. These words are constantly manifesting. And I'm just so happy that we had the opportunity to come and commune together, gather together and, share our words. Beautiful, beautiful sentiment. And I appreciate all you guys. Grand Griot, you got any closing remarks before we close out, my brother?
I just bit a piece of chicken, man. My bad. I'm sorry. No, but you know what I was gonna say is the queen right here, Jenna. Jenna, that I think God gives this ability, these abilities to people who, you know, he trusts them with. Because if he gave it to me, if I could freestyle, I'll be acting a fool with it. Like, oh man,
I'm
you
gonna
know
be
how much
honest with you. I say this all the time. God knew what He was doing when He made me a poet. Because if I could sing, I'd be like, "Ooh yeah." All my conversations, I'd be doing runs. Like I wouldn't give a fuck. I would be singing like I was the leader of the band and the choir at the same time. So I thank
wrapping
God
up.
He didn't let me sing.
Oh man, he gave you the freestyles though.
Yeah. That's an
Oh,
amazing thing, man. We had 2 people do the freestyles, man. And man, this was an awesome night, man. I'm really thankful to be a part of it. And man, salute to you, brother Poetic, for putting this whole thing together, man. God bless you, man. Because this is bringing people together, bringing hearts together, bringing healing. It's a
indeed.
wonderful thing, man. God bless you, bro.
Definitely, man. Likewise, man. All of us, when we come together, we commune, it's magic that's happening. It's energy that's being created, and energy we know it don't die. Energy is not destroyed. So this energy, your prayers, when you pray to the Most High, that's energy. Your prayers are not dead. So we got to look at these words as that. When we come together and we're manifesting together, we're bringing a better reality. These words are actually healing because people are hearing these words and they're reacting, they're resonating, they're reflecting. So, real work is happening. You know what I'm saying? This is the good fight. So we got to just continue on, man. Like I said, I really appreciate all you guys that come from week to week and get on the stage and have the courage to come on the stage to share your art. This platform, we get the we get the bad rap. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to be of a certain caliber, but you don't. You can be any caliber and come spit on this stage, man. It's all about constructive critique, and we all trying to get better. None of us is above that. So that's the whole sentiment of this show, and I hope that resonates with everyone. But thank you guys for coming out, man. I appreciate you guys. My other co-host, Written in Pain, he should be back next week. Brother Habib, I want to thank you, man, for answering the call, man. You know what I'm saying? Never leave me stranded. You know what I'm saying? You always there for me, my brother. I really appreciate you, King. For real.
Absolutely, bro.
Most deaf. All right. And with that being said, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna bid everybody good night, man. Oh, and yeah, please go check out the episode from last week. If you came and you performed last week, you didn't hear yourself perform because the replays is it gets taken down. All the replays is up, and I'm gonna name this episode "The Nuances of Love." That's what I'm naming this because it was so many different love pieces and so many different perspectives of love that came on the stage tonight. I thought it resonated. So that's what I'm going to name this episode. So you guys check that out on Monday. Monday, this episode will be up everywhere. But thank you guys once again, man. Love you guys. Good night. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another.
Or the story. I thought it was a good story. I just felt like it was parts of the story that lagged a little bit for me.
Your cadence, man, it captivated me.
Me, it's just the sincerity in the piece. I could feel that, and the emotion is always going to win me over when I can feel that it's real. So
it was one of those pieces that where you're waking people up. You know what I'm saying? Bringing awareness. It was an awareness poem, and I really dug it, and I really dug the message behind it.
Thank y'all very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the space.
Are you ready to enter the dojo? Here, iron sharpeth iron.